Welcome, everyone. We're back, brother, with another day of the Ardent Arena. I got with me Rai, Muka, Kawa, the dream team, a parallel extraordinaire. How are you guys?
Better believe it, dude.
I am
So excited.
Yeah, so excited to get into these games today. We've seen some Shroud make it through to the top 16. Now it is just Brand. Unfortunately, the Shoshana players didn't make it through.
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
They played their hearts out. They played their hearts out. They gave us some good games to watch yesterday, but we didn't get to see any of the Shroud games yesterday. So this is a new one for us in terms of like what we're going to be able to showcase. I forget how many Brand players made it, but there's a couple of them. It's not just one guy rocking Brand, which is really cool to see. I think it's 3 players or maybe 4.
It's 2 or 3, I think.
That's great.
Yeah, really cool. The games yesterday were awesome to see. We have narratives starting to come out the woodworks. Today we got Caveman on, right? A lot of people's favorite, made it through the play-ins, beat the
underdog
seed, and now he's coming in. Let's see if they can make the Cinderella story happen.
Let's go.
And then just other good games to see across parallels that we haven't seen yet. So I'm excited to see what the change up is. Like if there's a bunch of people playing Brand, then there's probably some sauce we haven't seen yet.
That's true.
So it's exciting to see what comes through that.
Is there anything else that stands out to you guys when it comes to any upsets or, decks that we should be looking out for?
I think that the main kind of surprise factor is definitely the Brands that we've seen. We're seeing a good few Nehemiah, which makes sense as well. So, we're not going to have that Marco B. Marco, Juggernaut Workshop mirror match the whole time. We could see some Nehemiah mirror matches, which I don't think we've seen so far within the tournament. So that could be quite interesting, right? Because that's the type of deck that we talked about that can kind of start off as a defensive package and then quickly turn into an aggro package. So going to be interesting to see how those mirror matches play out for sure.
Definitely. And I would be remiss in saying that we're all looking forward to seeing Virulent Spores put in as many decks as possible.
Yeah, how many do you think we're going to see?
Probably 100 or so today.
Yeah, that checks out.
And Muka, I see you trying to talk. You're muted, though.
No way. Hello?
That's the producers playing pranks on you, I think.
Yeah, that was a prank.
Those pesky exile producers.
That was a good prank, but I was saying with Orphan, I agree 100%. We're gonna see Spores in everything, and if we don't, they're just not good players.
That's true.
Exactly, you heard it from the best.
The expert said so, you guys.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to all the matches today. We got some good ones coming up.
Yeah, so we're doing top 16 and we're getting into top 8, which is exciting.
Yeah, we're gonna have 2 top 8s. No, sorry, 2 top 16 and one top 8, I think is the plan. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Tomorrow is every match till we get a winner.
Oh, baby.
A champion will be crowned.
Oh, baby.
Huge prize pool.
Oh, man.
Huge prize pool. They could probably buy a Lambo. It's got to be close.
Dude, we should buy a Lambo and we should wrap it in Gafar.
No, in Virulent Spores.
Hairless
Spores.
It's got to be Spores.
Spores would be cool. I would go for Spores.
Or
Spores
rocking up in the Spores Lambo.
Let's go.
Real ones know.
With an aftermarket exhaust that actually spits spores around the entire city.
That's right.
Oh my God.
You can get it from the black market fixer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Well, why don't we get into brackets? Why don't we get into some breakdowns and percentages of the decks played? And we'll see Muka and Kawa on the other side. But yeah, we'll see you. So look out for those gents. In a second, they will be guiding you through the tournament play as they have been for the past week. But you have Orphan and I in between.
Doing a darn good job at it, I might add.
The best. Truly. Bracket time, baby. So what do we have here, Orphan?
I don't even know, man. Let's take a look. Let's take a look together. We'll learn.
From the top, huh?
Caveman and Beijing Duo. I found out that's Josh Ong.
The boy Josh Ong.
Yep. Then we got DT1337 versus Nick.
Yes, sir.
We got Win Condition versus Ivan Flock from DevGG.
Yep.
Malamber versus Polo.
That was a big upset. That was top 5 seed Aldizo. So huge win by
Really?
Malam. Yes, sir. That was a big one. Yeah.
Okay. So Malamber kind of following in Caveman's footsteps,
That's
upsetting
right.
the top seed. And dude, potentially, if they both get far enough, we could see them battling up against each other.
That'd be sick.
The Cinderella rubber match, both of them going from the top rope at the same time.
That's right.
Yeah.
So a few upsets already, which is amazing to see. I'm wagering that some brackets have been broken, as we were talking about yesterday, but whoever is faring well in the bracket race right now really understands the meta and the players.
Or has mental illness.
because
there have been a lot of upsets, and
it's more that
things are just wacky right now. It makes for great storytelling, but this is not
what's
your
wrong
everyday.
with you?
This is not your everyday tournament.
It's true. It's true.
We got
keep on scrolling down here.
Yeah, the other matches we got Kartoa versus Firekeeper. That is going to be that. Those are two high level players going up against each other.
I'm looking forward to that.
Austin White versus Kitsugi. We're gonna
which is coming up next.
One. Yeah, that's the first one. We got iRacer versus Tango from DevGG. Wow, a couple DevGG.
Yeah, the Devmons making their mark.
And then we got Brazy versus Nixer. All good matches, man. I'm so excited to get into today's matches and tomorrow's.
It's gonna be great, man. Yeah. We're going to see high level play here, as we were seeing yesterday, and those Juggernaut workshops were hitting like clockwork. So let's actually check out some of the meta from yesterday and into the top 16 as well. We're going to see a breakdown of the paragons that have been utilized. Eclipse had some amazing tweets from the top 32 and the top 16 that we're going to look at, and they have a very good breakdown. So you see here, Augencore in the lead with 35% of decks played being Augencore. Juggernaut clearly at the top, 2 Iraq decks. Earthen right behind them with Nehemiah. And then, of course, everyone's favorite Lemmy in third. And then we're going to...
Hi.
Nailed that, dude. Wow.
Thanks.
You crushed that. And then Eclipse had another tweet following up with the most recent update of MetaDex for the top 16. So we're going to hop to that in 1 second, and this will show you some of the paragons that actually did not make the cut, unfortunately. So you're seeing Augencore still at the top. Juggernaut was hitting like clockwork yesterday. Almost everyone was hitting that turn 8. And Jury Rigged was really putting the ultimate judgment on a lot of those matchups.
It was coming out hot, and
it was crazy,
a lot.
Man. It was crazy. So we lost all Cathari. There are no more Cathari decks in the tournament. Iraq is out. New Dawn is out. Shoshana is out. Yeah, pour one out for your homies. We really wanted to see Shoshana make it, and Big Hoss was close, but mustard. So expect a lot of Juggernaut. Expect a lot of Lemmy. And luckily we do have a few Shroud in the mix, though. So that'll be a nice change of pace.
Yeah, the brand decks are going to be the spicy ones moving forward. But
yeah,
I mean, looking at that, despite Cathari not being really very represented in this tournament, there's a lot of equity between the parallels. I'm surprised at how viable a lot of these different archetypes are. Yeah,
that's true. And everyone's kind of like bending and flexing them to their own win conditions too. So it'll be interesting to see how people are, manifesting Juggernaut and Lemmy to their purposes.
Definitely.
All right, guys. So I think, are ready for our first match.
Oh my goodness.
Are you ready, Orphan?
I don't know, man. I always think I'm ready, but then I'm not, and then something happens. And my mind's boggled. I mean, I know everyone watching in chat is having a good time too. It was really fun to see everyone getting all hyped about the matches, some of the big moments that happened yesterday.
We're gonna have more.
It's been a grand old time, and I can't wait to have some more of those moments.
Yeah, man. So Austin White versus Kintsugi. We're going to go over to Muka and Kawa, and they will bring you into the very first matchup.
100%. Muka and Kawa have brains bigger than I've ever seen in my entire life. I think.
Bro,
They remember card names.
That's what I was just going to say. Muka must have a photographic memory. But here he is to show you exactly what we're talking about. Big brain.
Let's go.
They must be talking about you, Muka, because I struggle to remember a card name. So, yeah, man.
I appreciate
props to you.
Praise. I appreciate the praise. We're in our first game of the day. Austin White versus Kintsugi. The Lemieux versus the Nehemiah. So I don't think we've seen too much of this matchup yet, Kawa. So it'll be a race to see who can be a little more aggressive, which is actually kind of cool to see.
Yeah, I don't believe we have seen this matchup yet. So, yeah, like I mentioned earlier, Nehemiah can kind of start off as a somewhat defensive type of deck, but then can quickly swap into the aggro. I feel like the Spores is definitely going to be a card that's going to help out Earthen in this matchup. Starting off here, we see Austin with Bannerman in hand, Longbow, PSA, Crackshot, and the Solar as well.
Yep.
So
Kintsugi banking that Cleanse the Earth with the Grove Guardian. He's got 2 Orisa Sky Scouts in hand and the Malachite Shield. So not like the best hand that he could have, but it's still pretty good. The Grove Guardian can trade into these early Markolian units and reflect some of that damage back, which is kind of nice. And then if he can get it to sustain a little, like, a couple turns, he can put the Malachite Shield on it, play the Nehemiah with it. It gets a lot stronger and will always be reflecting, which is really, really nice. This is kind of like the matchup that Nehemiah wants. We saw yesterday with the Nehemiah decks going against like the Shoshana decks or even some Workshop decks, there wasn't like much to really hit off and reflect the damage with the Grove Guardian's Retaliate effect. But going this time, like this is what the matchup wants to see. Like they want to see a bunch of like small units come on the board so that they can hit and then reflect some of that damage back.
For sure. All right, we're seeing the Solar Grenade getting banked.
Face.
And the Bannerman comes out. And that is going to be all he wrote. Yep.
Draws the Heavy Weapons team. Kintsugi draws the Tree of Nehemiah. So that can help him sustain depending on the matchup. If he's going against like a Shroud or something, he can, really, really start to cycle up and get some of these units on. But in the Marco matchup, he has to make sure it can go kind of fast. So he might opt to bank it here. But what sucks is he doesn't really have a turn 2 play. So he really needs a good like kind of reflection out of the Grove Guardian. Hopefully kills the Lemmy token. Because it's definitely dying next turn, so that's going to be a bit tough for him. That he's not going to have anything to put his upgrade on, or he'll probably have to just play his trees, which is what he's thinking about now.
Yeah, definitely a bit of a rough turn for Kintsugi here.
Yeah, I think Orphan jinxed him. He talked about spores so much. There's no spores in this man's hand.
Yeah.
It's a little unfortunate. That's what he wants, obviously, to clear these boards as they get a little bigger. And then, yeah, the Orisa Sky Scout going in the bank, and he's probably going to attack into something. Oh, he doesn't even attack. He leaves it for Austin to figure out.
Yeah, so Austin picking up the... Remind me the name of this card? Oh my god, 2 cost.
The Determined Assault.
Yes, Assault. I'm just going to say Crackshot 2.0, I guess. But considering banking PSA, which is quite interesting here, I guess he feels he already has enough presence on board to obviously deal with the Grove Guardian. Probably not expecting too many kind of small units to come out from Kintsugi.
Yeah, the Determined Assault on it. He just does not want it to reflect too much back. So he's just like, I'm just going to do it once. And then it's hit face twice, which is a little unfortunate for Kintsugi. And I did get a DM that he actually mulliganed all 5 of his cards. So even with the mulligan, he didn't really get the starting hand that he may have wanted. A second Heavy Weapons team drawn by Austin here. So his board's good. I mean, he's got the Longbow set up for next turn. He's got the Fire Base for the turn after that. And then he could do Lemieux. So as long as things go the way they are, he can like stay on to the script and just keep doing what he's doing. which is really nice for him.
Yep. So
There's
the
the tree.
tree comes out here. We have no target available for the shield, which was banked, and then obviously we've drawn into a shield as well. Yeah, this is pretty much going to be just a longbow turn setup, I'd say. I don't
for
see
sure.
like there's going to be anything else coming out because you can longbow into for a support base into Lemmy possibly and just push a ton of damage if Kintsugi doesn't have the spores, which of course we can see he
Yeah,
doesn't.
and
But Austin does
Austin's
not know
thinking about
this.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's considering playing the heavy weapons team stuff. He's like, I don't want to give
Mhm.
away a spores, so I'm just gonna play some units that can live through the spores. And the way he's positioned now, his Bannerman would live even with the crack shot. That's even better. So he's just gonna push damage this way and
Sure.
you know, not deal with spores essentially.
I think I like this because you can then bring out the force port base. You're gonna just keep your heavy weapons like a little bit safer, right? Give them a little bit of a buff, even though they can't attack. But that consistent kind of one damage at the start of each turn is gonna add up quite quickly, right? It's gonna actually push a lot of damage throughout this
Yeah.
match. So being
I
very
wish
aggressive at the
he-
start, and I think it might pay off for Austin here.
No, that's not. You're absolutely right. The only thing that I think I would have liked a little more is if he banked one of the heavy weapons team and played the improvised tactics instead, because he would have been able to draw 2 and buff his Bannerman a little more. So that way, he's at least pushing the Bannerman. But I guess he doesn't want to do that because he doesn't want to risk like getting. He doesn't put too much effort into it because then it
Sure.
could get change of hearted or something. But I don't know. I think that's fine. I think one heavy weapons team is more than enough. I don't think he needs to do 2. We saw people kind of like focus on this like poking damage yesterday with like the tithe, the Kingpin's tithe, and it didn't work out as well. So I think the draw power might have just been a little stronger. But yeah, the heavy weapons team goes off, so he does have assault. So we'll see, does he play his fire base and just trade into this Sky Scout here? It's nice.
Spores,
it's a 4/5 defender.
Yeah, Spores was picked up here for Kintsugi. So gonna be a bit of a nice answer. But I think, Austin's a great player, so it's obviously gonna expect it. So like we said, probably playing around it as best as possible. Like this is literally just playing around Spores, right? Instead of going for the longbow last turn.
Yeah. But this is actually kind of good for Kintsugi too, right? He didn't start off strong, but since Austin is kind of like thinking so much about the spores, he doesn't want to make a mistake of getting too much spored or getting spored too hard. He's almost pseudo slow playing himself a little bit. So that'll give Kintsugi some time to draw some of the cards he needs. His tokens could start to die, and now his tree would bring out 2/2 units. So we'll have to see, because if he trades into this Sky Scout, right, which it looks like he's going to, he already loses 2 attackers, right? Now he's just sitting on 2 fire base and 2 heavy weapons team. So this trade, is, though it's not too bad, now like his Bannerman's in range for getting spores, and he'll lose his token. Well, he's not going to lose his token, but like if he gets spored, he'll lose the token too, because he's going to let it sit for the decay to kill itself. So yeah, this is what we're going to see, the Sky Scout die here. And then he gets another token.
Yep.
But
it is quite interesting that Austin didn't push for face damage here. Would have left Kintsugi on 11, but I guess like 11's a nice number, I guess, to be left on in Austin's case, because maybe you can just get 3 crack shots and a little bit more damage, right? These heavy weapons are going to probably get there as well, but maybe this was a smarter play. Obviously, like you said, but the Bannerman's gonna die to spores now. But
yeah. Overall, it's not too bad. It's like Kintsugi's already at 17 on turn 4.
Yeah.
So it is pretty tough. Like Austin definitely has the upper hand here. If he chooses to Lemieux, which is what Kintsugi's thinking about right now, he's like, what do I do? Like, I'm just gonna get Lemieux'd whatever unit I play. And then he'll just swing for like even more damage. So it is a tough decision for him to kind of decide. He's gonna bank the crew boss, it looks like here. And I think we see the formidable presence with some trades then. Yeah.
Yeah. They're all
That'll
gonna
take
have to
out
go
the
into
fire
this,
base.
fire base, yeah.
Yeah. And the Bannerman will die too, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that only leaves Austin with 2 damage will be dealt to Kintsugi at the start of Austin's turn, and then obviously with these defenders can't get that extra 1 damage in. So yeah, not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, he does trade in one of his tokens too to reveal one more card. So now his Tree
Mhm.
of Nehemiah will be bringing out 2/2 units. He will have he'll have 3 energy next turn, so he'll be able to put a Malachite Shield on a 2/2 if he needs to. But he probably will like spores or something, considering if he sees this longbow come out.
Mm.
See what he decides. But yeah, these players have. I don't know how much Austin has seen the Nehemiah matchup. I mean, we did say it was played a lot in the ladder, so it'll be interesting to see how he comes in with it. I'm very surprised that well, actually, I'm not surprised. He knows Kintsugi is also playing the Shroud, so he's like, I might as well just go Marco, and if I hit the Shroud, it's a better matchup for me.
Sure.
Instead of playing his workshop deck. I think he just wanted to kind of just be ready. But the Marco is a bit tougher with the Earthen matchup, traditionally, right? So I'm surprised he chose Marco, but he probably just feels more confident with it too. Did that solar grenade not hit anything in the bank when it got banged?
I don't believe it did.
Yeah. It draws into Lancer tank. Or here we go, our first 2/2.
Gets the energy back.
I think we see a spores on this one.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. But what's nice for Austin is he could just drop a Lancer tank or another longbow next turn if he wants to. It's not too bad for him. Kintsugi's other option with 3 energy is the Malachite Shield, but I think that would just, whatever target gets hit with that would just get Lemued, so Spores is fine.
So what's staying up here? Just the longbow and the 2 heavy weapons? Yeah.
Yep.
The rest are going down. I mean, yeah,
these heavy weapons are ticking
these
away.
heavy weapons, yeah, they're ticking away. They're also just activating longbow and stuff like that nicely, so it's not too bad.
No, it goes to show you how good the card is on the matchups when there's not much you can do all the time, right? As you're losing some of your units that scale and things like that, you can at least guarantee assault with them, and they live through spores, which is nice. But yeah, you're gonna see the Lancer tank probably come out here and hit Kintsugi for another 4 damage.
Yep.
He'll be at 9.
And then with the determined assault as well in hand, we're getting quite close here.
He has the Wong, but that's not. It's the same thing, right? He has to What's nice is both the heavy weapons team will die next turn, so he probably will play either a defender or the Malachite Shield. He actually could do both the Orisa Sky Scout and Nehemiah if he wants to next turn, and have 2 defenders and just sit on that because there's nothing that will be generating assault, and he'll be able to somewhat survive like a Lancer tank hit. That's the trouble, right? Now he's like, how do I deal with this Lancer tank? If it was like any other Markolian unit, it would be kind of fine.
Yeah, with it being a 5/5, it's pretty tricky to tackle here.
With 9 energy, he could well, he doesn't have any more tokens because they died to decay too. But if he had one up, he could have maybe buffed one up with Fungi and Shield to trade into the Lancer tank. But yeah, he's gonna lose all his tokens. So he'll get a new one here. That one can't attack. He draws into the Primia Conduit. Not a bad draw, but I hope he doesn't put all of it into it because Black Market Fixer is in Austin's hand, and that would be so good for him. I mean, at that point, it's pretty much game.
It is game, yeah, because then you just Black Market Fixer the Conduit, you hit in with the Lancer tank, and pretty much between the heavy weapons and the determined assault in the hand, yeah, it's a game.
Not too bad. Yeah, Austin's looking pretty nice here. Kintsugi's definitely having a tough time. An opening hand was just rough, like mulliganing all 5 and not getting a decent setup. He had an empty turn 2, a pretty empty turn 3. This tree is not really allowing him to scale or anything, so it is tough.
For sure.
But I'm excited to see his brand deck if he has to switch after this game. I want to know what are the card choices in some of these Shroud players and why they chose to bring that to the tournament.
All right, so we see the Conduit coming out also along with the Sky Scout.
Yeah. Stops in for the 2 defenders. But It will be a little unfortunate because like whatever the Lantern tank hits, he'll be able to pretty much kill the other defender and almost with the effect from Lantern tank, but
Yep.
also the black market fixer.
Yeah,
will just
2
kill
black
off.
market fixtures in hand now. Wow.
Yeah, this is really good for him.
I mean, the Wong
problem
is
is
some.
he-
It is some refuel for Kintsugi, but
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know if it's enough.
yeah. The only problem with the Lancer tank is it has 4 health because of the decay hit, so he
Mm.
doesn't want to trade and then have it go into the Sky Scout because then it'll kill itself. So that's what he's kind of thinking about now. That like, I could black market fixer this conduit, but like I still can't kill the Sky Scout. So it's a bit tough. He could attack. I don't know if Lancer tank can target the same unit that it hits. I don't think it can. Oh, he can, yeah. So like he could hit it into the Sky Scout and then both units die, but it is good for Kintsugi. This slows things a little bit. He gets to pass Defender also to this 2/2 now.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna bank his Bannerman here. You just gotta get the last few. He's gonna attack. Okay, let's see how this all how this all goes down. So he gets to pick a unit to defend first on Kintsugi, and then
Yeah.
Austin now is picking what he wants to deal 4 damage to. And he's gonna pick the Sky Scout. Okay. I think that's a little bit of a mistake because the Sky Scout would have died anyway to decay. He should have picked the 2/2 token because now there's one defender sitting there. So I think that was I'm gonna say almost a decently sized misplay.
Mm-hmm.
Because now is there a defense? Remember Brazy with that Tane just trying to find a defender to
Yep.
swap it to? Well, now Kintsugi has an option. There's a 2/2 token that can swap defender. Austin should have killed off the 2/2 token here. And that will allow Kintsugi to definitely, I think, bounce back. He has enough energy to do a couple things. I mean, we're going to probably see the Wong first, and then he could put defender on something else. As long as there's not, 3 hand damage cards, which we've seen Austin bank some, he can make it out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Not too bad. I like this.
What we get? We get 3. We get 4.
Oh, 4, and it hits the defender. It hits the 6/6
Wow.
defender. Oh, that feels so good. That feels really good. He can probably Malachite shield the other 2/2, and it's just whatever gets black market fixer, that's completely fine. He'll be sitting on essentially 3 defenders because if one of these dies, he can just swap it.
Pass the Wong. Yep.
Ooh, he goes Grove Guardian and Mizra. He's just
Mizra.
going wide here. Does he kill the black market fixer?
Do we think
The
that
6/6. His face?
do we think that the machinist on Austin's side can draw into another Lancer, or is there typically only one Lancer?
Well, it's a
in these
legendary, so there's only one. There's
Oh,
only
of course.
one. Yeah. But in terms of longbows, he's already banked one, so I think there's one left in deck. And he could activate it with the Determined Assault. I believe he went through his bank really fast, so I think there's only one longbow in there. There might be 2. I'm not entirely sure.
No, if there's one in the bank, then 2 died, right? I think 2 died, so I don't think there's any left.
Okay. So yeah, he's got no assaults to kind of stall this game out, which kind of sucks. I mean, he's still gonna hit the Determined Assault, it looks like.
Yeah.
And then he'll be able to Lemieux. So he'll get one longbow back that way if he needs it. Or the Lancer tank.
Lancer tank might be good, right?
Yeah.
Might need it for the damage.
Yeah, it'll give him 4 damage. There's that 6/6 kill. What does Kintsugi pass defender off to? He picks up the Lancer tank on Austin. He passed it off to the Wong, I believe.
Yes, correct. So I mean, like Austin could still maybe pull this out depending on what draw we get next turn, I suppose.
Yeah. He just needs 2 damage. He needs he needs something to give 2 damage to face.
Crack shot, Determined Assault.
Yeah.
Maybe Orbital Strike, who knows? Although Orbital Strike wouldn't work, right? Because then you don't have enough energy to combine with the Lancer tank.
No. There we go. Fleet Machinist. Just
no
another
cards. Trigger happy, okay.
All right, let's see what happens here. A Spore is drawn, another 2/2 token. Tree of Nehemiah going into the bank. 9 energy to work with. There's a lot of options here, but he's going straight for the Nehemiah. Probably should have attacked with Wong first before playing the Nehemiah. Because it would have had 4 attack.
Wait, would
Yeah,
that have
I
been?
got
Wait, would that have? Would that have been lethal?
4 plus
412. Yeah, it would have been.
13, 14, 15.
Yeah,
Wait, what? Yeah, it would
it
have.
would have
Oh
been.
my.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a misplay. Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Yeah,
Has he banked already? Because if he hasn't,
yeah, he did bank already.
oh yeah, it's a misplay. Yeah, missed lethal.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, one of the tokens can't attack, so I think he'd be 1 damage off.
Yeah,
Can I do
one
math?
of yeah, 1 damage off, I think.
Yeah. But oh my gosh, like it's a you got to be careful. You can't move too fast
Oh
in
wait,
these
no, yeah,
games right now.
it wasn't. It was a total of 15. Yeah, that's correct. So
Yeah, but
lethal
still.
wasn't missed. But I mean, if you leave him just on that, then that's pretty good.
Yeah, I almost would have attacked it with the Wong and
Mm.
killed off this Lemieux or something. I don't know. Like, I mean, this is Austin's turn now. Like, it's literally
Yep,
up to the top
it's just
deck.
the draw.
Like, do as he and no, it's not
No,
it.
that's not it.
Kintsugi with the turnaround. Austin, that one play, man, he let that defender token live with the Lancer tank, and that caused him to lose the game because Kintsugi was able to start to pass that defender around
Mhm.
and scale it with the Nehemiah, and that's what gave him the win. That's tough. That is tough. Very tough. He's gonna probably give Mizra defender here.
Mhm.
Yep, the 3-3. Kintsugi will take the game 1. Oh my gosh, man. One play, literally one turn can turn the
Yep.
whole game around. The Arista Sky Scout would have died from the Lancer, but he killed it with the the Arista Sky Scout would have died from its own decay effect, but he
Mhm.
killed it with the Lancer instead of picking off that token. Oh man. That's a rough one. Austin's just gonna have to, I don't know if he saw that, but just needs to reset. Come back with the workshop the next game, or he could come back with Marco. He knows he's going against Shroud.
Mhm.
Marco is a good matchup against Shroud, so I think he might just lock in the Marco again.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, not too bad of a game. Good showcase from both players. Let's Ryan Orphan.
Let's do it.
Oh, hey, man, we're back.
Wow.
That was
That
a
one
nail
play.
biter. Yeah,
It was that one play.
that matchup is a little bit hairy.
Yeah.
If you like Muka and Kawa said, if you just misplay one thing, it can
That's how tight things are.
could change the entirety of the game.
Yeah.
It's like that movie with Ashton Kutcher,
Which one's that?
The Butterfly
Punk'd?
Effect. Yeah, it's
Oh.
like Punk'd, the TV show.
Yeah, everyone's favorite Ashton Kutcher movie, Punk'd.
Mhm. This is why on turn 1 I always played Tane.
That's actually, I'm surprised we haven't seen more of that. And that's why
It's a powerful play.
that's why, they didn't let us in this tournament. It's because we're too good at this.
We're playing the real broken decks, the real
Hey,
tech.
man.
All these second-rate players
It's too easy for
battling
us.
their way. Yeah.
It's too easy. But yeah, that T7 utilizing the Lancer to hit the Sky Scout that was going to die with decay anyways versus that 2/2 token.
Mhm.
That was it. And then, I mean, even Kintsugi had that moment where they missed that near lethal. It would have been within 1,
Mm.
but yeah, still wasn't enough
If
for
you're-
Austin to push it over.
If you're Austin right now, how are you feeling, do you think? Because that is I mean, like, he played Marco first, and that is a matchup
Yeah.
that is, it's advantage to Nehemiah. Earthen has the advantage there because
Sure,
of spores.
sure.
So you got to imagine that maybe he's not as tilted as he otherwise would be, knowing how that
That guy's a
matchup goes.
chiller. I think he's vibing, man. I think he's just straight chilling.
Yeah, he does have a big papa energy. We call it BPE.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. It's not what all the kids say.
Hmm. Yeah, because he streams a lot, so
He does.
he has kind of the mental armor because he knows what it's like to be live playing. He
True.
also like you said, he's just a chiller. So
I think he's
hope,
gonna be fine.
I hope mentally he stays in the game, and Kitsugi obviously taking that has got to be feeling good going into match 2 here.
Yeah. Why don't we flip back over to our co-hosts Muka and Kawa as they set up for the next game here. We'll get into game 2 of match 1, or we'll just have the guys on. How about that?
Yo.
That sounds great to me. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Man, that match was crazy. It's
Tight.
it's wild that it's so reliant on if Austin just top decked the right card, just 1-0 instead.
Yeah,
Like the
would've been
game
it.
is just it's just flipped, right? And
Yeah.
we did think that Kitsugi missed lethal. He didn't. It was only one off, but I still think there was still an incorrect play there of he
Sure.
should have attacked with the Wong first before bringing out the Nehemiah. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how Shroud faces up against Marco, right? Like, is Marco just going to be way too aggressive? Is Shroud going to be able to actually control the game? Like, I don't know.
Lucas muted.
Are you muted?
He's having some mic things happen.
What is? Hello?
We can
I'm
hear
back.
you now.
Okay,
Hey, man.
I don't know why that's happening today. I'll figure it out. Anyways,
Gremlin. Have you checked your house for gremlins?
Yeah.
Got an
I think
infestation.
I might have one.
It seems
But,
like it.
What's nice about the setup for Kintsugi on the brand is he does have 2 chances at it. So if it doesn't work the first time against the Marco, it can go against the Workshop, and it's a little bit less of a headache because Workshop's not as fast as Marco is. So he's in a good place right now, and I'm sure he's sighing in relief that Austin got that misplay with the Lancer tank. That, like, oh my god, that changed the game.
I get the feeling Austin isn't going to make another misplay.
No, I hope not.
I'm sure he realized it.
Yeah. No, he knows what to do, and that situation was a tough call. He knew he was using his Lancer tank, so he was just like, how do I get the most value out of this? And he's like,
Sure.
I don't want like another unit on there, so I'm sure he just missed the defender thing, which is fine, but it is crucial, as we saw.
Yeah. And you think Austin's in a better position going into game 2 here?
I mean, I think he should still lock in the Marco. Like, Marco's good against every deck that, well, it's good against Shroud, so it's like, why not do that? Usually when a Shroud player sees Marco on ladder, they go to Discord and start crying that Marco needs to get nerfed. So I would assume Austin's like, okay, fine, like I can win this next one, and then we'll figure it out.
Anecdotally speaking, things are looking up for Austin.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, cool.
And how do you guys feel about the I don't want to skip too far ahead, but the Workshop versus brand?
It's a little more even, I feel like. Like, Shroud doesn't necessarily feel awful because they have the Honored Steward for like the kill switches, right? We saw the kill switch do so much work in a lot of these matchups.
Sure.
But a good Honored Steward just removes that whole process, right?
Yeah.
So it's on Austin then when he's playing his Workshop to kind of figure out how he wants to. He's gonna have to be a little more aggressive than like reactionary with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, not jump the gun. Let's get right into game 2. Oh wait, psych.
What's that?
I mean, let's not get into game. Let's not get into game.
No, we're having too much fun here. Hold on.
Yeah, wait. I want to hang out with my buds for a second.
Yeah.
we're getting sabotaged.
They can't keep getting away with this.
Yeah.
It's called keeping the audience on the edge of their seats.
That's right.
Yeah. If we
did it once yesterday. We did it once yesterday by not counting graphene batteries.
Dude, I love it.
We're doing it.
What you mean, Luca? That was intended. That was for entertainment purposes.
Yeah.
Okay.
These guys know what they're doing.
We sat there. We're just like, what's going on? He has game.
On Twitter, everyone's like, the Ardent Arena is scripted. Everything is planned out. This tournament
is rigged. No, we trust your every word. That's the problem, guys.
That is a huge problem.
That's too much responsibility at this point, but
that's fair.
I'm excited. I want to see. I'm itching to see the Shroud deck. Like,
these
guys have something that we haven't seen. That's what I want to see. So, but it looks like we're having a little bit of lobby trouble, so we're waiting to see that resolve before we can get into the next game.
Do you guys remember who we have up next after this matchup?
It is
Caveman, right? Caveman versus
Caveman.
Perfect.
Versus Josh. Versus Josh.
Versus Josh.
Is Josh Exile?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah. So that one will be I'm trying to remember. Josh locked in with Nehemiah and a Lemieux, and then we know Caveman is the Lemieux and Workshop.
Yep. No, that's gonna be really interesting. Yeah.
That's gonna be a good matchup.
Yeah.
I
wonder
think
Cave-
I think Rye has just like visualized that Caveman's just gonna win it all. The underdog story is true. That would be so
It'd be
sick.
fun, man.
Yeah.
It'd be
too
fun.
alluring.
That'd be really
That's it.
cool.
That's a story for the ages.
Exactly.
Well, and also like he almost didn't even make it into the play-ins. If you guys remember on Twitter, he had a maintenance worker come in and tell him his internet was going to be down for the day.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he almost like couldn't even play the matches to make play-ins.
That's crazy. I did not know that at all.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
What the heck?
You know, it was meant to be. Okay.
yeah.
This was meant to be. Straight to
Yeah.
the top.
That could have, of course, been a story, and maybe he was just on a beer run or something. But
That's much more likely, I feel like. It's way more likely.
you never know. Caveman's a wild card, dude.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you guys have
Lord.
any other players that you're like rooting for in this that you've liked how they've kind of progressed and stuff? Like Caveman's kind of came a little naturally because he came in from the play-ins and now he's here. Any other players that have caught your eye?
I like Malamber because he's so angry all the time.
Yeah.
Because I just love Malamber's.
energy.
It's big.
Malamber's got
big,
something to prove. I'm ready. I like it. I like that energy. We need
Yeah.
that.
Exactly.
Give us some emotes today too. Whoever's on stream playing.
Have we had
Some
one?
carnage.
Yeah.
Legitimate
they're
question.
too
Have we had
respectful.
that's it? Is that
Someone
like
sent
a
the
thing of
flamingo.
tournaments? What's that? A
No,
flamingo?
I guess. Oh, I thought you were talking about chat.
No.
you're talking about
Oh,
Yeah, the
it's like
game, the
everyone's
players.
like good mannered.
yeah.
Or maybe
No,
it's just whiplash from Kalos. Like maybe there have been emotes and we just don't even register them because Kalos came on and
I think he broke the
Damn.
emotes.
He just
Yeah.
went full in.
There's
Yeah.
actually a quota. We just don't know it, and he reached it. He broke the quota for the month.
they need more servers
Yeah.
for the emotes.
I
gotta
want to
say,
see.
Funny.
I want to
I'm-
see some. I want to see some anger. Like I want to see people emote each other. I want
Yeah.
to see some tweets after of people angry. I mean, for us,
Where's
it's
the
kind of fun
drama?
to see in the back. Yeah, I want some drama. I want.
Yeah.
I want player breakups. I want friendships no more. Like not my best friend.
Oh my
This is
God.
now my new best friend.
That's what I'm
I
talking
want
about,
that stuff.
Muka.
Now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Now we're
Well,
getting into it.
Here's the thing, guys. We can always start drama.
That's
We
true.
control the narrative here.
That's
So
true.
let's just pick a couple people out and let's start saying they're talking smack on each
Dude,
other.
Malamber,
we-
you would not believe what
Yeah,
Austin
I
White
mean-
said about you.
That's
Yeah.
actually so funny as well because how the bracket is set up, they wouldn't meet until the final. So imagine that actually happened now.
Yeah.
It would be so funny.
Just start
That's
setting
what we're
up
here
some
for, guys.
finals drama.
Yeah.
See, right coming in with all these predictions, right? Caveman's gonna win it, or it's gonna be Malamber versus Austin in the final.
That'd be sick. That'd be
Mhm.
sick.
Kartoa Firekeeper is another one that is interesting. Oh, it just updated, so it just is 1-1 now. That game is going on.
Oh,
We're talking currently, and so
Cool.
Kartoa and Firekeeper are now tied up going into a game 3.
Nice.
oh, wow.
Yeah, what's different about today is that all the matches are happening at the same time this go
Mhm.
around.
Mm.
Yesterday was a little accommodating because we started at like later hours that players were allowed to start earlier or later. Like we didn't get the Malamber round 32 match until like way later.
Yep.
But now they're all playing at the same time, so they have to adjust to the time zones. For US and Europe, it's not too bad. We do have one player from Asia, Polo, and I don't know if Kiyotsugi's from Asia, but Polo is. And he's playing at 3 a.m.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
I didn't know that time existed.
Dedication. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't know
So-
this time existed.
You're telling me there's
Yeah.
there's an actual time after 2 a.m.?
Yeah,
That's
there's a
insane.
3 a.m. But he's staying up. So like he's with Exile too. So he's been shifting his sleep schedule slightly
Holy
so that he
smokes.
can be a night owl. And from what I know, he's played esports in the past. So I guess
Okay.
he might be familiar with this scenario where he has to stay up and just make it work.
Mhm.
But shout out to him, like playing at 3 a.m.
That's wild.
tough.
Yeah.
Give
how
us a
does-
little peek behind the curtain when it comes that maybe we don't have enough time for it before we get into the next match, but maybe we can circle back to how things work within the Exile Bond for those that are interested in the future.
Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. We can definitely go into that. But it looks like these guys are trying to queue in, so once it works, we should be shifting over.
We got
Yeah, it
it.
looks like we're good.
Nice.
Let's go.
Nice.
Good luck,
Good
guys.
See you
shot,
guys
gents.
later.
All right.
Alrighty. Kawa, we got it. We get to see
Yep.
a Shroud match.
Austin staying on the Marco as
Yeah,
you
good-
predicted. Yeah.
Good
Mhm.
decision. Good decision. He's doing his mulligan right now. He's it's not too bad, honestly. I mean, the Firebase mulligan probably looks best. He wants to make sure he has an answer for the Singularity Steward, right? So he's looking
Yep.
for like a PSA. He likes the Solar Grenade because maybe he can edge on another damage. The Neutron Bomb can help, but it might be too late. So that's kind of a tough mulligan. I think I would mulligan the Neutron Bomb as well here, but he keeps it and he gets the Heavy Weapons team.
Mhm.
And then we go to Kintsugi's hand real quick. He's got the Paradox Relic, Lord Harf, a PSA, the Artifact Appraiser, and the Power Instructor. So these are, a lot of newer cards that people haven't seen in the tournament stream yet, but this is a very good opener for Kintsugi. He starts off with a 1-2 with the Paradox, and if it doesn't die when Paradox gets played, it'll become a 3-2, which is really nice. So let's see.
Mhm.
Solar Grenade misses its mark. It does not deal the 1 damage like Austin wanted, but he could Gunslinger. So he has 2 chances to get rid of this thing, which is nice.
For sure. Yeah. I think Gunslinger is probably the play that we're going to see. I don't think it's great throwing out Bannerman here without being able to play an effect alongside it, mainly because it just dies to PS8, right? Or even
Yeah.
to the unit if it gets the buff.
Yeah, I think the only thing that's being considered is if Heavy Weapons team is worth playing, so that it can't, because it can't get banished and will guarantee some assaults a little bit. But I like the Gunslinger. You get to take out the Appraiser. You keep another unit on board. It's not too bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But with this trade off, it does slow him down a little bit, which is why he's kind of saying like, oh, if I go Heavy Weapons team, I could be fine. But I think that would be really good for Kintsugi, because then he has the PSA in his hand, so he could kill it off. So Austin's just gonna trade it off. He leaves his lone Gunslinger out, and then he'll bank. What does he draw? Let's see. Ooh, I think we have a turn error bug here, which means we might have to see Austin play out. Let's see if the turns keep going or not. But if this is the case, then Austin just won't be able to end his turns,
Mhm.
and we'll just have to sit through his timer. Does happen sometimes.
Mhm. Mhm.
Let's see, he's looking. Yeah, we're going to Kintsugi's hand. He draws the Spectre Attack Craft. I mean, his hand's not looking shabby. He's got I think Lord Harf probably comes into play here.
Yeah,
He's
I'd say so.
probably banks the Paradox because there's no Steward to like buff with banishing cards. And I would assume the brand he's playing is more tempo oriented rather than something that's using like a Void Unleash that like uses his big Singularity pool to just deal damage. So the 1/3 body is pretty nice here. And he draws into the oh my gosh, what is that card? Is it Void Seeker? The 2 cost 2/1.
Yes.
That's almost like the Shroud version of Gunslinger.
Yep.
This is gonna be testing my knowledge for sure. I got too much credit for knowing cards, and now we get to see a parallel that we haven't seen in a while since the tournament started.
Lancer tank pickup from the machinist here. Might see a heavy weapons come out here as well. We've no real way to. I mean, we could have crack shot the Harp, but we can't obviously because Harp's making it cost 2 rather than 1 in this situation.
Yeah, Crackshot also only hits face. Just
okay,
yeah. So otherwise, that card would be amazing if it could Crackshot units. But he's trying to figure out what he wants to get out here. I mean, he could maybe do the Bannerman to try to. He needs to kill this Harf, right? So he's like, I need a unit, but he might end up banking. He banks the Bannerman and he just goes for the Heavy Weapons team. He chooses to get these assaults underway and live, and that's maybe a little more important for him. Yeah, he can't end his turn. I mean, it's a good thing he's using his whole time anyway, so he's only doing it towards the last few seconds. He draws into the Longbow, so that's good for him. He was looking for it, I think. And the Void Touch Novice drawn by Kintsugi here. A lot of good like pings on these like lower cost units. So he's kind of set up in a way where he wants to kill off as much as possible. And it looks like he's going to bank the Void Seeker here. He gets a free PS8 this turn with the Lord Harp, which is really nice.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And then with the Void touched as well, maybe we get a banish if we're lucky.
Yeah, or you might just see the Spectre Attack Craft because it's just a solid 3/4 body.
Austin hasn't presented anything that's too
Mhm.
worrying. And what's really nice is that it has evasive, meaning it can bypass any defenders and attack whatever unit it wants. So this will be really good for Kintsugi to get some draw power and stuff. Really nice. And because this Harf is on the board, there's still no room for like the neutron bomb or a crack shot into something. The heavy weapons team will allow assault to be played, but there's not much more that can be done beyond that.
Yeah, I think. Do you think we're gonna see maybe a heavy weapons banked here with a longbow coming out, or what do you think the play is in this situation?
I think the longbow's definitely coming out. What to bank? I think maybe the second heavy weapons team. It's kind of my thoughts.
Yeah, I
So
think that's the
let's see.
play that I would
Yeah.
make. But like we said, at least Austin actually has well, players have all the time that they want within their turn timer, but is just has no choice but to utilize all the time that he is given in this match.
Yeah. So Kawa, how excited are you that we're seeing a Shroud here? Because I know you were when you first started this game, you were playing a lot of Shroud yourself.
Yeah, I'm super excited. I love Shroud mainly because it's very like control based. This
Yeah.
does seem a little bit more tempo oriented, which is interesting. But the biggest thing for Shroud and the thing that I enjoy the most is definitely like banishing units, right? Like you said, if you're facing Algonquin and they have a lot of like upgraded units, you just banish, and it's like, oh, it feels so good. That the card that you mentioned earlier, is it the Steward, the 4 cost?
Yeah, the Honored Steward. That
Yeah,
can
yeah,
like
yeah.
get good advantage. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
that is such a powerful card, and even in the Shroud mirror matches, I felt like that card was like so powerful, so
Yeah.
powerful.
No, it's so strong. And you mentioned banishes, or you see the first erasure drawn by
Yep.
Kintsugi here. And because of this Harf, he has two options. He can either go for the rank C, and if he wants to, he could copy the other Spectre attack craft in his hand. He could copy on the field, Lord Harf. He could copy Longbow if he wants. I mean, Spectre attack craft looks like the best option. Or he could do the Void Touch Novice and Erasure at the same time. So he's got a pretty strong turn in front of him. I'm gonna assume that the Novice gets banked for the rank C to come out and copy the Spectre attack craft. But I would hope that he draws first with the Spectre attack craft. Let's see what his options are. He might draw something that he doesn't need a little bit more. All right, he's gonna bank first. All right.
Novice getting banked. Not gonna draw
Ranks.
first.
Spectre attack craft probably gets picked. Yep, there you go. You can scale this draw pair a little bit, and he's gonna attack with the Harf first into the 1/1. Austin's gonna decide, does he want to defend or not. Austin banking that Lancer tank definitely feels tough. Like this Shroud has done a good job of being aggressive. There's the 1/1 token dead.
Spectre attack craft successfully able to kill the token because of that evasive keyword.
Yeah, he draws into the Sacred Siphoner and a Saboteur. I like the Sacred Siphoner. It's a very strong play on turn 5 with Brand, because you can pull the Brand token out from the Singularity that you start the game with and play that as a 0 cost. It works really, really well.
Super powerful. Again, in other matchups, well, we have actually seen Austin does run the black market fixer. Obviously not in hand at the moment, but if we can draw into that, that will be able to cleanly clear up that Brand token.
Yeah, but this looks really good for Kintsugi right now. He's got 2 draw power cards with good stats on the board. Hell, he could bring out Brand next turn if he wants to, and just start attacking and banishing units. Like, he's got huge board presence. Austin's hand is just really clunky right now. Like, he has stuff to do, but it's like at a cost, right? And this Harf is just making everything so awkward. Because he can't really use the curve that he wants to use. Like, in a normal game, he'd be able to play like a bunch of these cards at the same time, but this Harf just staying on has caused a huge issue.
I think this is the right play. I think you have to play the far sport base to get rid of that Harf, because that is the card that's causing the most damage to Austin.
100%. He draws into another base.
Seems like the timer is fixed there.
Oh, okay.
It can be fixed, which is good.
Yeah. Looking at Kintsugi's hand, I still like that Siphoner, but he might use like Erasure here to just clear up the base and possibly clear up the heavy weapons team, and that way there's no assaults coming out on turn 5 for free. Austin would have to do something a little extra to make that work. But I don't know.
think
It's go ahead.
I think I still like the brand, to be honest. I think it's definitely between what it's just it's between brand and the 5 costs for sure, right? Because with
Yeah,
the
the
5 costs
Siphoner.
you can build a bit of a board with that extra token, but this seems like one of the best turns that I think you can play brand, since the rest of the turns you're probably going to just be consistently trying to deal with Austin's board if you can kind of grow it with some more Lancer tanks and stuff.
Siphoner.
But decides
A
to play the
little
Siphoner.
worried with I mean, this is a good turn for Austin to play his neutron bomb next turn, because he
Mhm.
gets to take out 2 of these Spectre attack crafts. But the rank C token will come back, and the token, if it lives for 1 turn on Kiyotsugi's board, can copy again. So it can
Mhm.
copy another unit. So Austin has to find a solution. I mean, he'd probably have to neutron bomb and determine assault if he's going to go that route, to kill off the 2 Spectre attack crafts and then kill off the rank C token, or he could kill the Sacred Siphoner, and the Sacred Siphoner will get no extra advantage.
Sure.
It looks like he might go that route. He was pointing his Determined Assault at the Sacred Siphoner, and that would allow him to neutron bomb the whole board. And that's good because the Sacred Siphoner won't pull anything out of the Singularity with its Aftermath effect, because there's nothing in there
Yep.
currently.
I think you're correct. I feel like that's the play that we're going to
Who's
see.
deciding if he doesn't want the token or if he doesn't want the Siphoner?
Is the token's on like 9 attack, right? It's kind of
Yep.
huge.
Yeah, it is big. It's a tough decision.
Yeah, with only 12
He's-
seconds remaining.
He's really going down to the wire to figure it out, and he's decided he wants to take out the token. But that'll be rough, and I don't think he's thought about this. Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter what word he picks. Yeah. But I don't think he's thought about this rank C token that's going to come now, and that will allow him to. Did we see an emote? Was that an emote? Or that? No, I think that was just the sound effect for the rank C token. But yeah, now Kintsugi will get a free copy. So this is really good. Ooh, Shepherd of the Fallen. So he might be playing Void Unleashed. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Shepherd of the Fallen is at 4 costs, 3/6, and everything that would be goes to every card in your opponent's side of the board that would go to the waste gets banished instead to the Singularity.
Oh, nice.
Usually that gets paired with a Void Unleashed as like a late game finisher. Let's see, but the free rank C copy is very, very nice. I mean, he can get 2 defenders or whatever. He's attacking into this heavy weapons team, and Austin has to decide: does he let his longbow go, or does he let the hit go through? All right, so longbow's gonna die here. 2 erasures in hand, healthy hand. This is looking good for Kintsugi. He probably just banishes here.
You think we just see a banish? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. There's no assault for free. And then he gets to copy the Sacred Siphoner with the copy with the rank C token, and he gets to play another 2 costs, which is hired gun. Good trading. This is a good board. This is not bad at all. He even plays the gunslinger. He's just trying to be aggressive now. I don't think he needed to do that. It's a little too much, a little too happy. Yeah, 2, 3, 4 defenders.
Copy the Siphoner. Harf pickup.
Oh, he was about to drop that Harf instantly.
Austin here. I think it's I think we might need Wong here, but Wong can seem maybe a little bit slow. It's actually not bad. It's going to be a decently sized unit for well, yeah, this is the problem, right? It's a decently sized unit usually, but Austin is facing Shroud, so it can just be easily banished.
Yeah, you just have to decide, do I want the draw card or not? He draws the Muriel, which is an excellent draw. That can bring him entirely back into the game, because he just needs some units to trade in with it. There's a Harf in his hand. If he draws like a 1 cost, that could be really, really good, and he can cycle his deck into a really, really strong board. see. Going to Kintsugi, like his next turn isn't like super clear, but as this game gets later, its brand starts to fall off. It's not like New Dawn, where New Dawn gets better as the game goes later. Yeah, brand gets a little worse as the game goes later, so he definitely might start picking up the tempo at a certain point and going pretty hard.
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna see the I don't know, like we could see the 4 cost come out. Is this the time to brand? Maybe, like you said, like maybe we just get brand out now and try and start cooking, or is there a better play that can be made?
He might vanish here.
Mm.
Let's see what he decides. Yeah, he just plays the Shepherd. There's a good stats, and then he'll just banish the Wong, I think, outright.
Yep.
Yeah. What's nice about this is if a Sacred Siphoner dies now he gets Wong. So he's okay with dumping his board. So he's like, I'll dump my board, I'll put some pressure. If you kill any of my Siphoners, my Aftermath effect goes off, and I get
a Wong. Void touched pick up there.
Ooh.
Trigger Happy Trooper draw for Austin.
Yeah, he's definitely going to use his Mariel probably this turn. Maybe pair it with the crack shot so that the longbow effect will go off. He's got enough energy to do all of this. Plays the Hearth. He can play his crack shot. Crack shot's a little bit forward thinking so that your longbow goes off, but it doesn't seem like he's going to do that. A little bit of a misplay because you're losing, those 2/1s that you get from that. Let's see if he sees it or not. I'm not sure. Muriel is such a strong card. Like, this card can change games. I don't think it's a super enough. Yeah, he does see it. Okay, so there's the crack shot. I do think that where was I going with? I do think the Muriel might not be enough to win this game. Like, there's gonna be more, but it does create a lot of advantage for him. So the order that you pick is really important for this, because whatever you pick first, that's destroyed first. So he'll get a Vengeful Ally out of this, and then he'll get a Longbow, and then he probably gets. He could hit a Black Market Fixer or a Firebase. Oh, okay. I was like, what the heck? I was like, there's definitely a Longbow in the deck. It took a long time to come out. And there we go. Wait, what just happened?
What?
Fire Support Base went to Kintsugi's board. That probably is going to get game reviewed. So let's see what happens here. Let me just, we're going to notify them about that.
Oh my god. Just here's a free Fire Support Base, I guess. Yeah, that is that makes very little sense to me, at least.
No, there's nothing that happened there that was like I think, I don't know, maybe with some interaction with the Shepherd of the Fallen, because when units are getting destroyed, they're going to the Singularity, and then maybe the game read that Muriel went to the Singularity, that like it belonged to Kintsugi,
and then it copied. Yeah,
that's absolutely crazy. I don't.
There's no way that's intentional, though, right? I can't imagine that's intentional.
No, that's gonna get reviewed for sure. I'm not sure if it's a game replay or if they're gonna give it to Kintsugi because he did have advantage that game. But let's see what happens. We're gonna pass it off to Ryan Orphan.
Yep.
Well, that wasn't ideal.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, it depends what side you're on. I would like a free Fire Support Base for sure. I think
it's not a bad thing to have when you're in the lead. Oh yeah, gosh.
Kintsugi is like, I didn't see a bug. I don't.
What bug?
You know, I meant to do that.
Yeah, I put in the code to steal that.
Yeah, it's called no clip mode, and Kintsugi has it on for sure.
I love seeing the cursor hesitation by Austin that just like told us exactly how he felt. Like, wait,
yeah,
no, wait.
If a cursor could tell a story, that one was that one was speaking pretty loudly.
Hold on here, folks. Yeah.
So So what's gonna happen here, right? Because that would have been the second win for Kitsugi over Austin.
Right.
But if that, obviously we're gonna go and the tournament organizers are gonna review that.
Yeah, it's a bit tough because we are on a 10-minute delay. So we are 10 minutes ahead from everyone, which means all of the EPs that are on the committee to review any bugs like this that occur, they have to wait until they can actually see it. They're not in the production room, the green room with us right now.
For sure.
So generally, if it was like a 1-1 tie, this would be easy. We would just go to the next game and continue to play while they review. Right now, we're hoping that our producers are asking some questions in the background so that we can figure out, do we play another game? Do we just replay it for shits and giggles? Or, I don't know really. So we're kind of stalling at the moment. They will be reporting to the players. It seemed significant. I know Kintsugi was in the lead, but that would have definitely slowed down the win if that fire support base hit like it should have. And so now we just have to wait and see. But I am reading some messages that are coming in. Maybe you can stall for a second, Orphan, while I take a closer look.
Well, good thing, right? I am the king of stalling.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to stand up right now, and I'm going to show you guys a trick. It's called being the biggest Chad in the room, dude. And we flex like this.
Let's go.
Show off the Omega bicep, brother.
Here's the feedback.
Okay.
Stalling. Here's the feedback.
I can flex more if you want, dude.
No, you're doing great. I just didn't want you to pull a muscle. These old bodies can't flex like they used to, man.
I used to be so much better at flexing.
So they're still trying to figure it out. But here's one of the questions that was asked, and I'm sure some people in chat are picking up on it as well. He had Kintsugi had Shepherd of the Fallen. And so banishing on sacrifice could potentially do what we just saw there. Not sure if it was intended or not, but some folks have said it's definitely happened to them in playing in the game client before. So they're still trying to figure it out. They're still waiting to see it on stream. We have a couple of minutes left until we reach that place.
So what we think happened is that Muriel came down and sacrificed. That went to the singularity, and then it bugged out onto the board.
Something along those lines.
Something like that.
Yeah, something along those lines.
I mean, Muriel is the newest card, and we still are in closed beta, so it wouldn't surprise me if there's some weird interactions that haven't been entirely ironed out with her.
Yeah. Well, why don't we do this to our humble production staff? Maybe we jump to a few links that we had slated. We have a few events coming up for the game seller, and we wanted to tell you guys about them.
Our humble production staff, dude, they were saying earlier how good they are at everything.
They're like, yeah, we're fucking crushing.
They wouldn't let us start the stream until we admitted that they were the best at producing.
They were big time in us. They were definitely big time in us. There's no doubt about it.
I was intimidated.
as we should have been. They're so powerful, dude.
Yes, sir.
But here we have it. Okay. We got a big stream coming up, Orphan.
Do we?
Yeah, this Wednesday. We have Rebel Spy and the one and only Mr. Gone.eth. They are coming on stream to talk to us about the new Planetfall choke cards. And if you scroll down to Mr. Gone's response there, he's hinting at a little additional spiciness. I think we're getting more than just choke cards, if you get my meaning.
What's a choke card?
Great cards.
just a good card.
Great cards, dude.
These cards sound dangerous, Rye.
Yeah, they might suck the life out of you, brother. You got to be careful.
So there's unrevealed cards that are going to be revealed on our stream Wednesday, and
there might be maybe even some card mechanics.
What is more? Card mechanics?
I don't really know. I'm guessing card mechanics. I'm guessing some juicy alpha. We've seen so many different things about the upcoming Planetfall packs. They've teased out those little prime chips. I think we're getting a huge deep dive. Yeah. So hang with us. This is Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. PST. And unfortunately, I think it's just Orphan. you're stuck with him, and I'm not going to be around for it.
Or fortunately, man, no one to keep me on the rails.
It's gonna go wild.
It's gonna be a disaster.
Yeah.
And so if you love watching hot mess, then tune right in.
A stream car crash. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, actual plan change. We will be talking about virulent spores the entirety of Wednesday.
It'll be an hour and a half of virulent spores. How they came to be, why we're not seeing them in more decks.
Bro,
Yeah.
we should make a lo-fi channel, but instead of the lo-fi girl, it's a virulent spores doing homework. And it's just that sound. It's just the decay sound over and over and over again.
Dude, you know what? I was just realizing when I was playing recently, they changed the spores sound. So yeah, spores when decay hits, it's different now.
Since when?
The recent patch, I believe. Yeah. So it doesn't sound like season 0 or alpha.
I either didn't notice that or I haven't played because we've been prepping for this tournament.
Slightly different sound now, man. Which
is it better or is it worse?
I used to like the old one more. It sounds less harsh on your eardrums.
Can you make the sound?
Chew, chew, chew. They actually hired me to do it. They hired me to do it, man. Yeah, I nailed that. Everyone who's laughing at me right now, you know I nailed that.
Killed it.
Yeah.
That's why they pay you the big bucks.
Allegedly. Let's get into the other big game seller news as well. This is shilling hour right now.
Yeah,
we wait for the judges.
About us now.
Yeah, we have the reins. So the other big thing that we wanted to talk to you guys about is Paralleloween, of course. End of the month, we got a banger. You've never sounded more hype.
That's what I have to say about it, man.
Yeah, dude. So we have fantastic support from the Parallel team, Echelon, and Paragon's DAO for a massive prize pool that we're giving out. If you guys wanted to scroll down the tweet thread a little bit, we go into what our 2 contests are. Everything submission-wise is due on October 30th. We have a costume contest with 500 Prime going, and an avatar. I'm sorry. 500 Prime and an avatar going to first place. So dress as your favorite Paragon, Parallel card, relic, avatar, what have you. Mm-hmm. We have 0 submissions so far. So your chances are very high.
I'm going to be Memento of the Fallen.
Ooh, you're just going to plank into a knife? You were talking about planking yesterday.
I'm just going to plank everywhere and cut myself. It's a real 2005 type costume.
Yeah, that's aggressive. That's aggressive, but I respect it. He's Orphan's going for gold.
True.
Yeah, but the prize pool is pretty huge. We have not allocated. We have a second avatar from Paragon's DAO and a PK hoodie. We have not allocated that to any of the original prizes yet. Might also do that as a stream giveaway. We have a ton of giveaways for the stream. And the second contest is a fan art contest where we want you to submit your best undead Parallel art. So we have a lot of submissions. Dave is front runner without a doubt right now. I think he has like 20 submissions. Mm-hmm. We've had a few other amazing submissions as well.
I think Dave has crashed ChatGPT or whatever he uses.
No, dude, he's doing Photoshop himself. It's all by hand. Yeah. Dave is repping straight Photoshop work. He sent me his layers, so I respect the hustle.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. He's really leaned into it. I love it.
I thought at the rate he was busting them out, he was just shooting them through a Zombify filter.
No, he's crushing it. So we have that. We have top 3 winners for both 2 contests. The payout for the fan art contest is 100 Prime for first. We have a Parallel hoodie for second place of both contests. And then we have a Parallel shirt, hat, and the physical playing cards that you guys have been seeing them tease out for third place of both contests as well. So please enter. You should submit them both in the Game Seller Halloween Contest channel in the Parallel server. Bhavin was nice enough to set that up for us. And you could DM us. If you have submissions, photos, videos, what have you, send it to the Game Seller account, or you can email us at gamesellergg@gmail. It's going to be a banger, man. It's going to be big.
I'm actually pretty pumped about how many prizes we have. it should be a good time. And
it's insane.
Because
I don't know how we deserve that, dude.
It's going to be, we should get like a showcase match or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
That would be fun. And just have like a fun match to play around with.
Maybe it should be Muka versus Kawa.
Bro, we could do it.
I like that.
We could do it.
Yeah.
Who would win? Before, like, let's not.
I don't know, man. Muka knows all the names of the cards by memory. So
yeah, Kawa did say he didn't know the names of the cards.
Kawa, I love you, dude, but that's a tough one. That's a tough one. All right. Now that we have given the judges some time, I'm just circling back to things here. We're getting reports that Marco players are saying it's not a bug. That's just how the game works right now. And it's the intended interaction. It's weird, but apparently it's the intended interaction. So they're still chatting on it.
I wonder if we can bring in the commentators, because they have more knowledge about the actual interaction. Wonder if we can get their thoughts.
That's a great call. That's a great call. Let's bring on Muka and Kawa and get their take on it as well.
Before we jump into the interaction, can I just say, Orphan, if I cosplay as Spores, do I just auto win?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Bro, if you could pull that off.
Yeah.
You deserve the win. You deserve it.
Yeah, it's all you.
It's happening. It's happening.
Kawa, I want to know what do you have envisioned in your mind for this?
I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared now.
You have to wait and see. If I'm saying this, it's gonna happen now. So
Smart
just
man.
The anticipation, though.
biding my time. You'll be surprised.
Oh,
but yeah, back to the interaction. In my opinion, after having reviewed the interaction and kind of seen, after Muka kind of explaining why he thought that's the way it worked, I think in my opinion, it probably is intended interaction. It's just one of those strange interactions that probably isn't commonly seen, because those two cards probably aren't commonly played, or those exact conditions are probably rarely met. So I think it makes sense, because like Muka said, the card read that it was going to the singularity. So then when it, replaced itself, it pulled the fire sport base. It was just really weird to see that on stream, saying, okay, he's getting the three cards, and then suddenly, they just got a 3 fire support base. So I don't know. What do you think, Muka?
I'll say my first time seeing the interaction. Because honestly, with we mentioned the exile stuff, like we rarely tested Shroud. We didn't believe that it was worth playing. So we just didn't, like, with Marco being as strong as it was, we didn't even do much Shroud testing. But I was told that this was regularly seen with like the Paradox Relic, and that makes sense, because Shepherd of Fallen is similar interactions. So that would make sense. Like it probably hit with that. The main unit that got sacrificed that caused the interaction was Muriel. So when it was sacrificed herself, her unit that would come, which was the base, went to the other side. I'm gonna probably think that if he didn't target Muriel, if it was some other 3 cost, then maybe it wouldn't have gone to the other side. But a lot of Marco players confirming that this is the interaction and how it works in the game right now.
Got it.
So we'll see what they decide. I mean, people were very kind of familiar even before it happened. In the chat, people were like, "Oh, Muriel, the base is going to go to the other side," then it happened. So it's pretty known.
Man,
so from that standpoint, Austin should have also known and expected that would have happened.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that's seen. It wasn't like a one-off. So I mean, depending on what the judges decide, but players are looking at it. And I'm probably thinking that game counts.
Okay.
And then Kintsugi gets the win because it's a known interaction. It's unfortunate because it's weird. I mean, like you guys said, the cursor told the whole story. Austin's like, what? Like, wait, what?
Certainly, if I was in Austin's shoes, I would have been like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's a tough call. I mean, Kintsugi did have a ton of advantage. Like we even were commentating during the game that the Muriel's really strong and will bring him like back, but I don't know if it was enough to win him the game. Like Kintsugi's board was very strong.
Yeah.
And he had like a Wong lined up with 2 Sacred Siphoners. He could bring out Brand, so it was tough. So I don't know what they decide. We'll have to see.
Tall order, man.
Because, yeah, and like you guys said,
Yeah.
normally we'd be able to go in. Oh, and I think we have results right now. Yeah, they're saying that it stays.
Results
Okay.
stay. There you have it.
Stays. So Kintsugi gets the win.
The sky
We
is
saw the
part.
Shroud come in. Shroud make it into top 8.
The
Damn.
judgment comes
crazy.
down from above.
Yeah.
From the parallel lords.
The
The
parallel
EPs.
gods have spoken.
Yeah. Man.
Unfortunate for Austin, but good play on both sides. And
GG's,
Kintsugi
guys.
really showing that. Yeah, that was a good match to see.
For sure.
And
It was
yeah,
a
I
tall
don't know.
order, dude. I mean, that was a diamond versus a master too. So I think Austin knew that his
Yeah.
work was cut out for him.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean,
Yeah,
Austin's
so
a
what-
top diamond player too, so it was not
True.
too far off. I'm sure they've seen each other on ladder before. But yeah, Kawa, what were you saying?
Yeah, so with that result, so we already had. Actually, no wait. This is the very first confirmed top 8 match. Now we're gonna have Karthoa, who made it into top 8 today, versus Kintsugi. We'll transfer over
wow.
to the bracket shortly, but yeah, that is the first confirmed top 8 match. So super exciting. That's gonna be
Incredible.
so
Yeah.
Shroud Nehemiah versus. Let me see, what was Karthoa on again?
Og and Marco, right?
Yeah,
staying
so
with the tried and true.
Yeah, same matchup.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Really
That's
interesting.
exciting.
Yeah, we were
Mm.
we were keeping an eye on that matchup earlier. So Kartoa took out Firekeeper.
Yep.
Another top player.
Wow.
So yeah,
Yeah, we
Kintsugi
heard that was
versus-
also to a Muriel play. Or is it
Oh,
Muriel or
really?
Was it?
Mirai? I don't know. What's the actual way to say that?
I thought it was Muriel.
Yeah, I
say
said
I
Muriel.
thought so too.
And
All right,
everyone
we're all
says
agreeing
Miri.
with Muriel here. Everyone's wrong.
My
else
grandmother's
is
name
wrong.
is Muriel.
Is that true?
Is
Or
it spelled the same way?
I thought it was. And your grandfather is Tane.
I don't think it's spelled the same way, but my grandpa is Tane. My grandpa is Virulent Spores.
Nice. I thought that was your father at this point. Uncle Tane makes sense.
Everyone loves Uncle Tane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, he's good at
He's a cool
wrestling.
Holy smokes. Okay.
Very, very nice.
So that's exciting in terms of the development
Yeah.
of the top 8 there.
Yep. And,
And then
also,
the next. Go ahead.
yeah, go for it, Kawa.
Yes, because the next game that we have coming up is going to be Caveman versus Josh, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh baby.
So we're gonna
Oh,
see
baby.
some Marco and some Augencore versus some Marco and Earthen, the Nehemiah,
Perfect.
coming out for Josh. So let's see if you can take it. So wait, does that mean we have a? That's kind of crazy. We have a Nehemiah and a Shroud in top 8. Not even like a Nehemiah and a Marco or Nehemiah and an Augen. It's straight up Shroud and
Yeah.
Earthen. That's crazy.
Pretty
Yeah,
wild.
yeah. And
What is
depending
the?
on what Malamber and Polo's match goes into, that also will be another Shroud in. Or
Mhm.
either it doesn't matter which one wins,
Yeah.
'cause they're both rocking the
Yeah,
brand.
so 2
Yeah.
Shrouds guaranteed top 8. That's kind of
It's pretty
wild.
crazy.
Yeah.
And Malamber and Polo are right now currently tied at 1 game to 1 game.
Oh,
No,
are they
no,
really?
Oh no, no, it's
Polo won.
Polo won.
Polo
Polo
won.
won.
What?
Did he? Oh, did
Yeah,
that just
yeah.
update? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
just
Polo.
updated.
Whoa.
Nice. Look at that. 4:23 a.m. locking in his top 8.
Bro,
Wow.
I love the tournament app.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
this
nice.
is great.
Yeah.
Well, I want to ask you guys, since it is our next matchup,
Mhm.
Josh, what is his story? Do you guys have any backstory? Because we
What's
know
his deal?
we know Caveman and we know Josh on timeline, but like, has he had any trials and tribulations leading
Yeah.
up to this match? Or
Good question.
Yeah, I know Josh's journey into Parallel. So he was pretty big in like, the Web3 scene as a whole and whatnot.
Okay.
But he found Parallel, he got in, he heard some hype about it, and I think he started out with Shroud, and he was not good in the beginning. He had a lot of trouble and was like taking matches, but he was determined. I remember seeing him talk a little bit, like he talked about his journey as he was playing it through Twitter a lot. It's pretty well documented.
Okay.
But within a couple of weeks, he went from like, I don't know what his rating was before, but like to like high diamond and
Oh,
then
wow.
into the top 20. And then I think in the top
Wow.
15, I think he's up there. Like he's a very, very good player. He played, like I said, predominantly Shroud. He was playing Brand a lot. but he's very versatile in what I've seen him play, like with the Exile preparation that he's done with us. He tested Lemieux. He played Lemieux exclusively during the seeding round, and he was just chalking up wins. Like I think his win rate was between like 70 and 80%.
Jeez, that's
He's doing really
crazy.
well. He was doing really well with Marcolian. He did absolutely. He killed it. He was him and from the Exile side, him and Brazy were like two of the players that like no one was worried about were going to qualify. Because they were just up there. Like the rankings during seeding, if no one knows, was very like what's the word I'm looking for? Like people were moving slots like every day, like 5 to 10 spots, depending on how many games were being played. It was rough. Josh and Brazy, like they did really, really well. So Josh is definitely transformed as a player, and it's really cool to see. And he chose the Marco, his tried and true. And I think he chose the Nehemiah because I think he just likes that style of play. It's a little synergistic to the Marco, and instead of the workshop.
Amazing.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of Brazy too, he took his matchup against Nixer, so he'll be moving into the top 8.
Oh wow.
And
Okay.
he'll be playing the winner of iRacer and Tango.
Okay.
That's gonna be another good one, man.
So that's the first confirmed Exile member in top 8, right? Muka, I do
Polo
believe.
also. Polo
Oh,
also.
Polo
Okay.
as well. Yes,
Oh,
yes.
Polo's
Brazy
XL
and
too.
Polo.
Cool.
Solid
And then-
representation.
Yeah,
And
and then
we-
if Josh wins, then he gets it too. So I like the Cinderella story, but I'm a little biased.
You got to pull for the homies, man. We get it.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, we got the Caveman and Josh match coming up for you. We're queuing in right now, so we're on standby from our producers. But I like it. The stories are starting to flesh out. The games are starting to flood in, and we're gonna get straight into it. So good luck,
See you
guys.
over there.
Ooh, thank you. We got the mirror match. We got
Here
the
we
mirror
go.
match. Marco v Marco Caveman versus Josh Ong here. This will be a really, really cool game to see. We have not seen the Marco mirror too often. I don't think even at all so far in this actual tournament, but it's one that's pretty brutal. It's a bloodbath.
Yeah, really trying to fight for just board presence ultimately. That Muriel pickup in the opening hand.
Muriel could seal the game. I'm gonna say it right now. Muriel is extremely strong. We're gonna see Josh's hand still has to get adjusted, but I'm gonna do a guess. I'm gonna say PSA, Trigger Happy Trooper, the Fleet Machinist, and 2 longbows in Josh's hand. Caveman has the Fleet Machinist, Heavy Weapons Trooper, 2 Fleet Machinists, Heavy Weapons Team. I'm sorry, Determined Assault, and the Muriel that we spoke of. The Muriel will do a lot of work. If he can get it off, that probably will seal the deal.
Yep. So, what do we say here? We have Machinist, Trigger Happy, PSA, and is that 2 longbows in the hand?
Yeah,
for
yeah. 2 longbows.
What do you think is coming out here? Do you think the Machinist, the Bannerman, or the Trigger Happy Trooper?
I think the Trooper comes out here so that he can deal with this heavy weapons team, but it looks like he's going for the Bannerman.
Oh no, swapping to the Trooper. Oh no, swapping to the Bannerman. Yeah.
I'm trying to let production know that we can't see Josh's hand properly, so that they can like fix it a little bit. But,
there we go. It's
yeah,
fixed.
there you go. There, nice.
Thank you, production.
Yeah. So the Lancer tank drawn, and here's the Machinist into the longboat. The longboat's going straight into the bank, so we know Caveman is valuing this Muriel extremely high. He likes the Lancer. He's literally got 2 legendaries in hand. This will do a lot of work. And it's on Josh to figure out how to kind of circumvent this. But man, this is tough. Like in his head, he has to kind of be thinking like, oh, I could get Muriel right now. But I don't know if that's the thought process, because he could PSA one of the Fleet Machinists and then with the Bannerman kill the other one. So at least Caveman doesn't have a set up Muriel on turn 3. But if he chooses to prioritize his heavy weapons team, that's where things can become an issue. So let's see what he decides. The Trooper makes sense. Does he kill off a Fleet Machinist? Yep. So he PSAs one, and then this Bannerman will kill off the other. So that's good. It's not a clear. He's not giving away the Muriel for free. He's threatening the heavy weapons team. This is good. I like this play.
Yeah, we can still see a longbow come out though for Caveman, so I don't think
Yeah.
he's in a rough spot whatsoever. I think just
No.
having Muriel this early, and I mean, like Marco does well, being able to just like throw out small bodies super fast. Muriel's
Yeah.
just gonna have such value in this matchup, I think.
100%. The only thing is like we've seen Caveman be unconventional before, so I
Mhm.
wouldn't be surprised if he just like loads on these 1-cost units to be like,
Mhm.
I want my Muriel to go off next turn.
Mhm.
And if I see that as Josh, then I'm like, okay, I need to clear this board. He's trying to
Yeah.
set up the Muriel.
Mhm.
But yeah, traditionally, like if he goes the longbow route, more than fine. He'll be fine. It's on Josh to kind of figure out how do I kill this heavy weapons team, right? And get defenders. He can't do all that with a longbow on the board. Like it's guaranteed that Caveman will still be able to continue getting assaults, which is nice.
Yeah, I think Caveman's just taking his time, trying to figure out if he wants to bring out this longbow, or like you said, just flood the board with the 1-drops.
We've seen Caveman take this long to think, and then he does something crazy. You see, like I told you,
Yeah, yeah.
he's gonna do it with one.
Mhm.
He's gonna do it with one. He's like, I don't need both. I can do it myself.
Yep.
There's one vengeful ally coming out, and the Harf hit. It's not
Mhm.
the vengeful ally, and he could get the fire support base. So this is nice.
Yep.
This is still good. But
The
what's nice
base.
for Josh is he has the determined assault that can go down and will help equalize with his base. He'd have to trade in one of his units though, which sucks. But he could kill off the Caveman's whole board with the determined assault.
Yep. Man, do you know what I'm realizing is how impactful a card like Bannerman can be in the mirror match
Yeah,
if it just pops off, if it just keeps growing, right? Because
yeah.
there's no
So
real answer besides the Lemieux, right? Like that is like okay, that's the answer to kind of a big card. But I think
mhm.
getting the Bannerman out early was a really good decision by Josh.
No, really good. I like to tell new players that I help them get past some of the growing pains. Is one of the principles I teach is do not let a scaling unit scale
Mm.
because this happens. 1 second it's a 1-2 and now it's a 3-2 wiping your
Mm-hmm.
board and you're like, oh man, I just threw in my Muriel for this and it wasn't enough. I mean, Caveman will have to. It's an awkward turn 4. Like no, actually it's not. He can longbow. He has the
Mm-hmm.
crack shot that he drew from the last turn, so it's not bad, but yeah, like this unit is getting stronger. Josh will probably play his fire base, and then that can kill the longbow.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, and it's a defender. So then it's like, okay, now how do I activate my Lemieux? And he might have to dry Lemieux or just play the longbow.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sorry, the Lancer tank. So this is tough on Caveman. Like Josh is definitely set up really well here.
That's wild, right? And like we're like, oh, the Muriel is going to be so powerful, but it seems like Josh is in a really strong position here. That determined assault probably coming down a turn too late, but then also Josh doesn't have any effects in hand, so it's not going to actually grow past 3 health or anything like that, right? So it should be okay.
Yeah, it's served its purpose, which is
Mm-hmm.
good.
Mm-hmm.
And what's nice is that as we get into like further Lemieux rounds and stuff, oh, he's not going to go the firebase. Let's see. He could ping with Gunslinger and still do the trade, but I don't see. He can't. Oh, he just hits face. So he's just going to
ping face.
longbow.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just going to longbow and build his board out and attack with the Bannerman. He doesn't want to sacrifice anything or put a soul. He just wants to keep growing his board also. So this is still good. And it gives Caveman something to Caveman has something to work with. Now he can play that Lancer tank and not feel as bad, but like
Mm-hmm.
it's will still die to the Lemieux. Like Josh has a better Lemieux setup
Yep.
than Caveman. Like Caveman has to determine assault probably the Bannerman to save, but he can't even save it because his longbow's already at 1 health. So
Yep.
no matter what, Josh is getting an assault off, which means he can get an effective Lemieux. And Caveman cannot get an effective Lemieux on his turn. So this is where it gets awkward. He kind of has to almost waste a turn. And then the turn after, he can gunslinger into Lemieux, like whatever Josh has done at this point. But
Sure.
it doesn't feel as good. Man, he might almost bank the Lancer tank altogether. He's looking at it. Yeah, that's what he's gonna do,
Yeah.
and he'll just determined assault and trigger Happy Troopers on this turn. Is he gonna gunslinger too?
No,
He's just putting it all on the ropes. He's gonna gunslinger too.
Yeah, I think we should hold the Gunslinger just because that's our trigger for Salt,
Yeah,
right? But
100%. I agree. This is the caveman way. He's gonna
yeah,
brute force it. He's gonna brute force it if he has to. He
gets the
doesn't
crack
want.
shot. Yeah, that's
That's
a good
amazing.
pickup. Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh, this is good. The Vengeful Ally is not bad here. I mean, Josh may not opt to. Oh, he's gonna bank the Vengeful Ally. Okay, so this is gonna be the Lemieux turn. Man, that crack shot must feel good.
Mm. Yeah, rewarded.
Yeah. He's considering playing yeah, so he's not even Josh is opting not to play into his Lemieux. He's gonna go for the fire base route and trade this way.
I mean, that's what you said, right? It's like in this matchup, it's like whoever gets the first Lemieux off, like it's kind of tricky because it can be seen as advantageous, but then the second Lemieux can kind of clear up what the first Lemieux kind of did. You know what I mean? So it gets super, super interesting. I think it really depends when both players get low on cards. Then I think the true value of Lemieux kind of shows. Oh, considering banking. Oh no, just testing the bank. I think.
He's banked his Vengeful
Yeah,
Ally.
yeah,
He
yeah.
draws into the turn assault. So Caveman probably has to Lemieux here,
Mhm.
and bank the Vanderman. But yeah, he's gonna hit the fire base. The fire base will kill off one of the tokens, but it's still not that great. Josh is getting the better Lemieux out of this.
I mean, actually, wait. This is a clear, is it not?
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because it's +2/+2. Yeah,
yeah.
+1/+1 rather.
Nope,
Yeah, yeah.
you are right. You are right.
It's actually not bad. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
clear so that
Oh, he
Josh
pulls the
can't.
Muriel back.
Yeah,
He gets to pull the Muriel back. So this
I
might be
like it.
better for Caveman. This might be better for Caveman. No, this is actually very, very strong. I take it back. Yeah, I didn't see. My math was wrong with the fire base. He lost more units than I thought he was
Yeah.
going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, he draws a solar grenade. All right, Josh with the double determined assault and the Lancer tank. Honestly, it might not be a bad idea to just Lancer tank. Yeah, you don't get the assault effect, but it's a 5/5. Whenever it attacks, it deals 4 damage to another unit.
Yeah,
Like
we know
it,
that Caveman doesn't have a real answer to a 5/5, right?
yeah,
Realistically.
Caveman would have to put a lot of resources into that to get rid of it. I don't
And
think,
yep.
yeah, Caveman doesn't have anything like a Ruthless Sergeant to pull from the Muriel. So the 5/5 Lancer tank is just strong. I think this is good. He could trade both units in Solar Grenade, which is what I think will happen, but that's not that bad for Josh. But yeah, he's gonna bank it. It hits face. And we might see just another Muriel play pop
I think
out here.
this is the Caveman way. It's just dump the hand, just go for it, man. Honestly, and it
Yeah.
seems to be working. It really seems to
No,
be
this
working.
isn't bad. This isn't bad. Josh will have to be like smart in how he wants to clean this up, but overall, this is really good. He might not. Okay, so yes, he's gonna get he'll get the Vengeful Ally,
Yep.
a 1 cost, and another base.
Yeah, and that's really good because this Vengeful Ally is buffing up quite nicely.
And the Vengeful Ally will live past the Lancer tank attack, so he'll have to hit it with a determined assault. Oh, the Gunslinger actually will kill off the Vengeful Ally this way. Actually, no, because will Vengeful Ally buff itself before it dies from Lancer tank? This is like
I
math.
do not know that.
Yeah,
No, I'm not too sure.
I think he should Gunslinger the Vengeful Ally and then attack with Lancer tank. Lancer tank targets the Vengeful Ally, and that should kill off both units. But I think he's just going to Lemieux because he might not know the answer as well. He could Lemieux the Vengeful Ally here. Let's see what he decides. He activated the muster with the Iron Core Rifleman.
Yep.
All right, so there's the Lemieux. What gets killed? Is it the base? No, yeah, the Vengeful Ally.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, this is good. Lancer tank kills off the base without any hiccups anymore, and he can kill off like the Fleet Machinist if he wants, or weaken Lemieux. Overall, not too shabby. I think his Lemieux was just a little stronger. Josh surviving 2 Muriels.
Yep.
That's very, very nice. Surviving 2 Muriels like that. That's something to brag about back home.
Yeah, this game has been very back and forth. It's kind of crazy. Like at one stage, we think Caveman has the advantage, and then now it really seems like Josh has the advantage, and then it goes back and forth and back and forth.
I feel like Josh has had advantage this whole game, but Caveman is putting up a damn good fight. Like he is playing very well with his plays. The neutron bomb top deck, by the way, really good. That means he kills the Lancer. He has an answer to Lancer tank here.
Yep.
Which he didn't have before. So and he could even he could kill off the Lancer tank, the Rifleman, and play Longbow.
Yeah.
Like this is really, really good. He's fighting with like the skin of his teeth. Like I'm telling you, like this guy, he is not gonna give up without a fight, and this is absolutely crazy that he can do this. Like good on him, man. Yep, so kill the Rifleman here. I'm sure Josh is just like, come on, this guy has no cards in his hand every time, and then he just keeps drawing into these responses. He's like, how much is left?
That's more draw. That's pretty good.
More draw power. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna see probably Determined Assault into the Longbow, and then I don't know, maybe it gets banked. He has Gunslinger to proc his assault for the Longbow.
Yeah, this Determined Assault, I don't think we want to risk getting our health much lower anyways, just in case.
Yeah, he's already at 12. That's a fair decision. Yep, so he's gonna trigger Assault here, play his Longbow, and play the Fire Base behind it. Yep, this is solid.
And really good now because it means Caveman has no trigger for the assault here.
I know Caveman, he's gonna draw with nothing in hand. He's just gonna activate the improvised tactics.
Yeah.
This man has no such thing as stop. There you go. Here we go. Let's see. He gets a Vengeful Ally and a Trigger Happy Trooper. Not the best answers, but he's drawn a lot of them. He's gonna discard his heavy weapons team, and the Vengeful Ally here, if he wants to trade, will get buffed. So he's trying some mind games with Josh, attacking the Fire Base, and Josh has to decide which one he wants to let take damage. But while he's doing this, the Vengeful Ally gets to grow, which is nice for him. But Josh is sitting pretty good right now. He can just keep trying to truck on. If he has enough defenders, it might be worth just like ignoring the Vengeful Ally and just keep swinging. But if we see like an artillery volley come out of Caveman's deck, that would be crazy. Could wipe the whole board.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Draws into a base. Let's look at Josh. He draws into Wong. Josh isn't playing games either. He's going to go in with the Wong immediately. Show me what I got. He wants to know what he gets from this draw. It'd be nice if he hits 2. It'd be even nicer if it hits something like the Longbow. Ooh, good draws. He gets a...
both on the Wong. Wow. Yeah.
And he gets another Fire Base out this turn. This is exceptionally strong. Sitting behind 2 crack shots in his hand. Oh man, Caveman's gonna go for the seed. He's seen enough. He fought valiantly and he wasn't able to pull through. Good on Josh for staying calm, going against 2 Muriels and all these legendaries and coming through. We'll pass it to Riot and Orphan.
Bro.
Another banger.
Jeez. That Wong on T9?
Yeah, that got big. And then the double Fire Base is so hard to come back from.
Goodness.
And that mirror match is just bananas.
Yeah.
It's just tempo. And like the casters were saying, it's so back and forth. You know, I think one player has tempo, the other has tempo. And at the end, Josh takes it, man.
It looked like Caveman was pretty comfortable there for a while, too. And then that late game like just completely changed momentum, and card draw was obviously an issue for Caveman as well. But yeah, GG's guys. Congrats to Josh on that one. Flexing the board ape too. But yeah, we're gonna get
$1 billion now, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think they definitely haven't dropped in price.
I think yeah, they're all-time high is what I heard.
That's what I heard too.
Recently.
Yeah. Let's look back at the bracket, why don't we, while they're setting up for another match if we can, and we'll just take a close look at the 2 decks that Caveman and Josh are bringing to the table again. That'll give everyone a fresh reminder of what they have and what Josh is forced to play next as well. So here, yeah, there's been some developments in the bracket too, which is great. But yeah, we'll take a closer look at the two paragons that each of them are playing. All right. So Workshop Lemmy for Caveman, and then Lemmy Nehemiah for Josh. So Josh is going to have to play that Nehemiah deck next.
Yeah, and Caveman has the option. So knowing he's going against Nehemiah, do you think he sticks with Marco or do you think he switches it up?
I don't know. I mean, I would assume that, if Nehemiah is being played next, he's got to assume that has the advantage. So we might see Workshop. But we shall see soon enough. So they're queuing up at the moment.
You never know, man. You never know with these guys.
It's true. They're wild and crazy guys. That's for sure. That's for sure.
Speaking of the bracket too, we also got some chat alpha about Ivan Flock.
What is it?
Apparently he was like a Magic the Gathering pro. Apparently he's a heavy hitter in the in the
okay.
TCG scene. So
people are pulling for him.
We just wanted to kind of touch on that. We got some alpha. The other matches are looking good too. We got DT obviously moving on, Polo moving on, Kartoa, Kitsugi, Tango, Brazy takes it.
Yep.
So
Kartoa, Kitsugi, and then I think the next one's slotted as well for the semifinals there. So Tango and Brazy. Yep, there you have it. So I think we're trying to lock down Tango and Brazy for the next match that we're going to stream today.
Nice.
And we'll hopefully get to take a closer look at that matchup. But you can see here, this is what we'll be going into that match with. Tango repping Nehemiah Workshop. And then is that iRacer? Was that displayed as iRacer for some reason?
It said iRacer.
There we go.
Yeah.
I think maybe the wrong one was clicked. But Brazy has Workshop and Nehemiah, and then Tango has Nehemiah Workshop as well. So likely some mirrors. We shall see.
Will we see Tane though? Is the question that everyone's been asking.
Better chance that match than any prior, I would wager.
It's true. It's true. And we can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Well, let's get into the second matchup, dude. I think we're going to toss it back over to Muka and Kawa for the second game of match 2.
But I want to keep talking with you.
I'll see you on the other side, man. I'll be here.
Okay.
They are still queuing up though, so you have more time. Luckily,
my wish has been granted.
Yeah.
How are you, Rye? How are you personally in your real life?
I'm feeling great. This has been fun, and I feel like the way in which this tournament has been managed, obviously the production value itself. This is a great indication of things to come, and we're only in closed beta, bro.
That's true. We're gonna hop right into the next match between Josh and Caveman. Let's see a little bit of Workshop and Nehemiah action, baby.
Workshop online.
All right, here we go. So Caveman swapping over to the Ogden core, and of course Josh won, so has been is forced to switch over to the Nehemiah.
Yeah, we see him Caveman on this assembly foreman being absolutely reckless, so he's definitely going to keep that, and going first is not that bad, so I think that'll be really, really good. And with the Reclamator, that's actually awesome. He could play that immediately if he wants to. He has the graphene. I got my notepad. I'm writing it down that there's one graphene in play. Looking at Josh's hand, it's actually not too bad. He has the combo that he needs. Yeah. He has the Doctor's Assistant, the Malachite Shield, the Steward of the Garden, the Cleanse the Earth, and the Mizra Loyalist. Yeah. So he has his setup that he can do. He can bring the Steward out next turn, attach it with the Malachite Shield, and then play the Nehemiah. The only issue is he does not want to see a kill switch, which we know Caveman might bring out next turn with the Reclamator. And if that's the case, Josh does have an answer, though. He actually doesn't. He can't Cleanse the Earth, bounce it back. So he will be delayed a little bit, and if Caveman does this, that's really, really good. I think this is what we're going to see.
Yeah, we might see the assembly foreman, though. I know we know Caveman.
We do know Caveman, but if I see the Reclamator, I'm going to guess he's deciding, too. He's going to go, oh, he's doing it.
I'm right. I'm right.
I'm wrong. But he has that kill switch, so he's not... This is actually pretty smart on his part. because he's not telegraphing that like, hey, I have kill switch. So if Josh plays this out and does his combo, then he'll just get hit by the kill switch, which will be pretty rough for Josh to deal with. But he does draw into that Gaia's Call, so that might be an option for him, a secondary win condition if he doesn't see any kill switches or anything. Sorry, EMPs to kind of remove the relics. He could win that way as well. So this is really, really nice. Josh is like drawing some good cards to let him explore multiple win conditions. But Caveman's got a strong start. He draws the Keth, so that's another piece in the ammo box for him.
Yep. What do we think? Do you think it is just going to be kill switch? It's probably just good to do, I think.
At this point, like you just got to put it on, which like he probably doesn't want to just yet. But this is still fine as is. Like there's nothing else he can do. He can play the Scrap Heap Salvager the next turn. So at least this way he can at least attack.
Yeah, and you can get the kill switch back.
Yep.
With the Salvager.
Gunslinger drawn. Another Malachi drawn. So the dream may not be over for Josh. He might just set off this kill switch and just be like, whatever, do what you gotta do. I'm playing Gaia's Call. I'll see you in 3 turns.
Yep.
I don't think that's a bad option. I mean, the Primea Conduit probably looks like a good bank if you're gonna go for this Gaia's Call win, because he knows he's going against Juggernaut Workshop. So there's Black Market Fixers in the deck. He could hit with the Artillery Juggernaut. So like it may not be the best card to play outright because there's answers to it. So instead, he just throws it in the bank. It's the last card, last unit he brings out with Gaia's Call, and that would like help bring out an OTK or whatever. But it looks like he's gonna bank the Malachi. He's deciding what he wants. I think he's worried about playing Gaia's Call, but if I were him, I'd just go all in. It's a good win condition. So I would bank the Conduit in this instance. But he's gonna bank the Doctor Assistant. Not a bad idea. Oh, I hope he doesn't try to cleanse the Earth. Okay, no, this works. He's gonna cleanse the Earth the token. So that way, oh no, he messed up. He picked the Hardlink Pilot, so the Shielded will intercept that. That's a misplay. If he was gonna do it on the token, I'd say okay, that's fine, because then the kill switch can't swap. But now, like, this does not feel good. That's a wasted turn. That's a misplay coming out from Josh, unfortunately. And he might try to like recover this by playing the Primea Conduit, but then that doesn't feel good either. He should have just played the Gaia's Call, I think. Yeah, this is tough. He just lost 2 good units for not much. He does draw into the Fixer. It's not a bad card.
A lot of momentum lost there.
Yeah,
but this is pretty good for Caveman now, right? Yeah, you can just do the Gunslinger to clear off the Conduit, can play the Salvager to get the kill switch back. And yeah, it is basically a wasted turn for Josh, unfortunately. And imagine if that Gaia's Call was actually out, 3 turns, and then suddenly the game is flipped again.
Yeah. Caveman's deciding, does he want to trade in the kill switch, or does he just let his artillery token kill off the Conduit? In that case, he won't attack. But then he doesn't really have any other play to do with it. So I think he's going to decide, I'll just kill it off. And I could bring out a better token, maybe. He can go for the Armed token, in this case, with the Scrap Heap Salvager, which is really strong too. So I like this play. I wouldn't have liked him being passive. Like, he already got a free turn from Josh, because Josh's turn got messed up. So he should just keep pushing the envelope, in my opinion. So I like that he traded.
Yep, I think that's fine. And I think banking the Gunslinger, that's probably the best bank you can make in this situation.
Yeah. This is a strong board, a very, very strong board.
3/6 coming down.
3/6 would be good. It isolates against the Formidable Presence. If it was a 4/4, then he could trade a little bit better. So now Josh is like, I have to get rid of this token, then Formidable Presence.
Instant Replicator being picked up as well. Another combo piece. Yeah.
There we go. Instant Replicator. I got it. But it needs another upgrade with it. He might start being aggressive with this Foreman now. But yeah, the Gaia's Call has set a timer. So I don't know if Caveman is running the relic removal. We haven't seen any yet. But if it isn't the case, he might go aggressive here. He might just start playing the Foreman and start pushing with the 3/3s. He's like, I just need to end this before these tokens come out.
I think it
Josh
might
have
be the play.
Yeah. Yeah. Josh having the one formidable presence is pretty good. If he can get more, that'll be even better because he can stall like turns if he's like gonna get killed by Caveman's aggressiveness. But let's see if he brings out the 1/1. He's deciding. He's very aggressive in prior games. Now that the tournament he's up here now, I think now he's like thinking, is this? I know I did it before, but maybe I should rethink if I'm gonna bring out the 3/3 with this. But let's see. He might get the 1/1 or he might get the 3. Yeah, he's going 1. He's playing conservative here. He's got some upgrades in the bank. He does not want to risk it. He just wants to get to his curve and keep moving.
Kill switch picked up. Double steward for Josh
That
here.
doesn't feel good.
No, not great cards to be picked up here.
It's nice as he can bank the steward. When this Gaia call goes off, he could attach like Malachite and play Nehemiah to buff his unit. So I would almost prefer he formidable presence here and kill the 3/6, but let's see. Or at least black market fixer.
I think you black market fixer instead. I think it's better.
I think black market fixer is better. And then you can formidable presence next turn. But let's see what he does. He's looking at the formidable presence. Yeah, I think you're right. The BMF would have been better because he kills off a 3/6, and then he's Caveman's not threatening with that much damage on board. But because like this essentially does the same thing. Like he's only if he brings out 3 bulwark seeds, he's only killing the token. So I don't know. He's looking at his black market fixer now.
I think this is a wasted opportunity because you're basically putting 6 damage into something which you could have gotten out for free with a body, right? Like you could have gotten off the board for free.
I think his thought process is he wants the Gaia's call to be like really influential. So he might be holding on to the black market fixer because I think if I can count correctly, Caveman's token will come out right before the Gaia's call activates. So he wants the black market fixer to kill off the defender token if that's an issue. Or get rid of any kill switch hardlink pilots that come out beforehand.
Makes sense.
So I can understand why he did it, but this is a tough turn. But what's nice is he drew a spores. So he will be able to play that next turn, which is helpful. He can get rid of some of these units with the foreman. And if Caveman does play the hardlink pilot, which is like every turn he's had to think like, man, do I just play this combo or do nothing? And he's sitting there with 7 energy. He might even no, there's no way he's anti-organic pulsing. There's bulwark seeds. But yeah, he might go for this combo, and if I'm Josh, I'm definitely sporsing that. I don't want anything to do with it. Ooh, it's tough.
Very
I don't think he's gonna do it. I think he knows too, like, if I play it too early, it might be an issue. He's just gonna go for the 1/1. I think Josh still spores this, but Caveman will be happy when he sees that, and he'll probably play the hardlink pilot combo. Draws into black market fixer. Should be the second counter on Gaia's call here, I believe.
Yep.
Turn. He's gonna bank the black market fixer. He wants it. It'll come out with the Gaia's call. He's just banking that the Gaia's call goes off.
Okay, sure. Oh, that's actually better, right? Because you don't keep it for the token. You'll get it out for free for the token.
Yes,
that's actually way better.
Yeah. So you're gonna spores here, clear most of this board. There'll just be a scrap heap salvager. There we go. Our first emote from Caveman. Greetings for the Iron Core. Hello. Thank you for the spores. There you go. These tokens die. The foreman dies. Scrap heap salvager's at 1 health. Can't even trade it into anything, which is probably a little frustrating for him. Oh man, a lot of decision making for Caveman this game. Trying to figure out what he wants to do and stuff like that. Normally, it's very easy for Augencore to decide how it wants to go. But let's see kind of like how this continues from here. How are you feeling about this match, Kawa? You think it goes to Josh now that he gets this guy's call off?
I think this is going to be a huge guy's call. I mean, we're still 2 pieces off the combo for Caveman, I believe, right? I think we still obviously need the jury rig and at least another graphene. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Definitely awkward turn for him. I mean, he'll have a defender with the Hardling Pilot will be able to slow things down by killing off one unit at least.
Mhm.
But you never know. Josh, let's see what Josh. It's on Josh's order. Like, what does he kill with the Black Market Fixer? What does he do with this? But we know he's gonna go for the defender token here. He's like, do I hit the steward? You look at this decision making. This is tough. He's got 3 seconds to decide. Caveman has in the past on stream been so like wrought by decisions that he didn't do anything. So I'm glad he picked the target and hit it. He gets to defend. He draws it to a Master Poisoner. So it might be cool to trade. I mean, he does have the anti-organic pulse, so this is Josh's turn to make things happen because everything's going away next turn. And I don't think he has enough for an OTK. I think he has to Black Market Fixer the Hardling Pilot. I think he should have done that first. Oh no, but then it goes on the 3/6. Because the Jonah's gonna die. That's the thing that feels bad. The 8/8 defender.
We have the Malachi shield still with the in hand, right? So
true.
It's actually quite a lot, I think. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's OTKable. It is a lot though.
I would put the Malachite shield. Oh no, the Jonah will be able to pass defender also. So this is good. Yeah, he's deciding what to Black Market Fixer here. I think you Black Market Fixer the 3/6. And then Jonah attacks into the 1/2. I think that's worked. You don't play Nehemiah just yet. Oh, he drew a Wong. Very nice. Man, he could Wong, and he can do a bunch of things this turn. I think he attacks with Jonah first. The kill switch will kill the Jonah probably. Yep, this is good. Caveman probably has to decide to kill the Jonah. I mean, he has anti-organic pulse, so he might just kill off another unit. I think he just kills off. But in Josh's mind, like this was fine. This was a good play, and I wouldn't play Wong if I saw this read, but he's gonna do it. Kill switch gonna get past. That's 2 kill switches on this Scrap Heap Salvager now. It's deadly. Oh my! You almost want a change of heart on that thing because it's gonna die no matter what next turn. Oh no, it is gonna die no matter. So he's just gonna trigger it. Oh no! So double kill switch goes off here. This slows down a lot. I guess Josh just wants it done with. He's like, if I get anti-organic pulse, it is what it is. Like, I just would rather reset the board. And now Josh is picking who he wants to give defender to, which will probably be the steward.
That guy's call was not as good as I thought it was going to be.
He had to get through 3 kill switches, which is tough. I mean, the Hardling Pilot draw was really, really good. And I think the decisions he made were correct, knowing that, like, or maybe in his mind, he's like, I could get anti-organic pulse. So he's probably going to Wong here instead of Nehemiah also. Just draw cards. Because he's not going to have any energy left. So I think he's going to choose to do the... Oh, he goes for the Nehemiah.
Nehemiah. Well, this AOP is pretty good, right?
Yeah, it's very, very good. It'll only be a Black Market Fixer left on this board. It basically resets the game. Master Poisoner will be up with another card. Like, I think he definitely just banks the PS8 and hits with a anti-organic pulse. So Josh deciding to let the kill, like, he shouldn't have attacked the Scrap Heap because the Scrap Heap was gonna die anyways. He should have hit damage with face to at least lower the life. Like, that was the misplay that I saw.
Yeah,
because you knew the Scrap Heap had decay, like it was gonna die on its own. It had 2 kill switches. Like, why not put all your damage in and then, all right, I get kill switch next turn. It is what it is. So, like, I don't. That's the one thing I don't get. And he could have fit in good damage. You know what I mean?
Yep, I agree. Black Market Fixer. Is this a 3/6? Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's the Mizra. He banked the Wong. He's choosing to just be aggressive here. Caveman has 21 cards in deck, looking for 2 more pieces to seal this deal. And I think the Mizra play is good. He just wants another unit that he can pass Defender off to. Caveman just needs some units on board that he can play this Master Poisoner if he wants to equalize. But yeah, he's gonna definitely. Oh, this is really good.
Oh, that's
he can
good. That's
Poisoner and Automation Expert here, and then he has to decide if he wants to bank the Master Poisoner or the Ocular Implant.
I probably would do the. This is a tough decision. I don't know which one I would bank in my situation. Yeah, this game has been going on for Josh. He's been fighting through this. It's tough. He
Banks
got the guys
the
all
Banks
knocking
the
into it.
implant, which is interesting because I feel like that's a card that could help us draw a little bit, but then maybe not because
Yeah.
we're not really clear. We're not really clearing boards, so it might just die instantly.
He wants like all the defenders that come out on the board to just start dying.
Yeah.
So that's why he's gonna go for this Master Poisoner and hold on to it so he can clear some of these big defenders. He's already gotten past the
Another
Nehemiah, he's
automation
gotten past the
expert.
Jonah. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, this Spores is not that bad.
Gonna consider banking this student.
I like the caveman emotes. He'll trade. And then the doctor's assistant to heal it off. It's good from Josh. He's trying to play on curve with what he has right now. What's nice for him is that Caveman also it doesn't have that many cards. He does have a lot of energy, but if you're only drawing like 2 cards a turn, it's not like super monumental. Because he has to play one and bank one. So these guys are both growing their hands at similar rates, which is good. The Master Poisoner is probably getting played here and just trading out these 2 units, I assume. Like a 2/2 and a 1/1 for a 3/6 and a 3/4. It's pretty solid. And Josh will have nothing to do on his turn, at least currently. Josh needs to get to 8 energy and see a Tane if he wants to win this game. Yep, so there's 1 unit dying. He's just picking the Doctor's Assistant to give Defender to.
Defender, yep.
This is really good for Caveman too, because Caveman can now he can now automation expert with this. He's got 2 more units to trade. He's looking at Josh's bank. He's like, what can hit me? He doesn't want to get hit by Formidable Presence, which is why he's thinking of not playing the automation expert. He can just sit on like a defender himself or something, or like an assault. The assault token is really good with here because it'll deal damage first and kill before damage is dealt by the other unit with Master Poisoner's effect. So he probably just ends here, holds on to the expert, and
it's
just
bad
plays
against
this out.
it's not great against spores either, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Josh's hand right now, it's not looking amazing because we have no unit cards.
No units. He's stuck at 3 energy after that Gaia's call. Like it's rough. He is in a rough spot. No Nehemiah to fall back on. Yeah, we're definitely in a tough spot. I think Josh might just like cleanse the earth here on the 2/3 token and just let it sit. I don't know. He could just spores this and be like, all right, your good thing dies in 2 turns, whatever. But I think you're gonna if you see the arm token, he's definitely doing that. Okay, so Caveman decides, ooh, there's the graphene. So he just needs the jury rig now. Ooh, the Grove Guardian top deck is not what he wanted. I think he's just gonna spores this. Caveman.
Yeah,
thank you for the spores.
The emotes
Draws
coming out.
MP Shockwave from Josh. So this will kill out the Nest token, which is nice, and both the only the Master Poisoner will die next turn. He draws into the anti-organic pulse. He doesn't have any draw power right now, but he's like, I'm getting it eventually, and it doesn't look like Josh is doing anything at the moment to stop it. So
yeah, and he has a board clear to kind of delay Josh until he actually draws the combo, which is quite nice right now. No, come on, Caveman. Does he do it?
Oh man, knowing Caveman, he does it.
Oh, yep. There you go. There you go. His favorite thing, playing the graphene. Oh man, it is a lot of damage. It's pushing a lot of damage. And bouncing this doesn't do anything, right? It won't actually trigger the graphene. It will just send the graphene to the waste. So it's actually, you know what? It's maybe not bad because, I mean, listen, there's no point of holding the graphene, I don't think, because now with Josh being on 15, it's OTKable, right? Yeah.
Caveman, I don't think we should defend it this time. I don't think we should defend it this time. Akawa, that I mean, it gives good damage, and it's when he already was in OTK window. Like it's just like hold on to it, and if it's gonna seal the deal for any games, yeah, but you don't need to poke with it. And now, like because he did that, well, he would have lost both units anyways. With
Yeah. I actually
the
no.
Soleil
I
top deck.
I am gonna defend it, Muka. I am gonna defend it. You
That's
know.
fair. I'll
Mm,
give you that. That's fair. I defended it last time. I'm not defending it this time. It's a little weird to me. But he's just gonna swing with the formidable presence, prevent an OTK if there is one there.
mhm.
I mean, for Josh, it's kind of like if you have it, you have it. If I were him, I would have wished he waited one more turn because then he could clear out whatever token is out here. Oh no, he has Black Market Fixer. So yeah, he's just trying to fit in damage as much as he can while maybe preventing death. Draws into a fungi. But he can't Black Market Fixer next turn because he picked 3 tokens, so that's a little oversight on him.
Mhm.
Ooh, Anti-Organic Pulse. I mean, Caveman's gonna draw here. He's gonna play Assembly Foreman, get the 1/1 token, and then or no, he'll just waste the card and get a 3/3 token. And then he can do whatever. See, look at him dragging the Juggernaut Workshop, the memerage. He knows what he's doing. He's like, I'm just gonna play my workshop now.
Yeah, I don't know what Caveman's doing here.
He's just like, I don't know what I want to do here. He's like, why have I not drawn my OTK yet? Like, what's going on? Everybody else drew it on curve. Why don't I have it yet?
Mhm.
But this is good. He gets a 3/3 out now. And then, yeah, and here he'll be able to draw with the Squad Trader next turn with anything. He gets the 4/4 with Orange, so he's going aggressive now. I mean, Josh might lose this just on not having anything to play alone. Oh no, I can't do math. He can't do his fixer, so he'll fixer
Yeah.
the 4/4. Banking the fungi. He's gonna hold on to his units, so the Black Market Smuggler is still in hand. He draws into a Grove Garden. He's looking for like a Tane or something, another Graphene. Are you gonna defend this one too?
You know what? I might not. The double graphene is a bit like, but
Yeah.
it actually might get us there. It actually might get us there. Because if this gets us there, then we can't not defend the first one because the first one got the win. Yeah, gonna destroy the token. Still no OT. Man, this jury rig is like at the bottom of the deck. I'm telling you right now. It's literally the last card in the deck. It's so unfortunate if that's the case. So we could see Salvager come out here. Not too bad. Okay, yeah. Now I don't think I want to see the Graphene played because it kind of it risks a lot of your units going down.
Yeah.
But it also puts on the pressure, so I don't know. Like again, if you play this now, then Jury Rig is literally it's a bit of a weird one because like if we're holding it, it's like we only risk our board kind of falling, but then in this situation, what does Nehemiah have that can easily kill the Graphene target, right? So it is a little bit risky, but again, all I'm gonna say is knowing Caveman, he might do it. Okay, opts not to do it this time. But is really hoping to draw into the Jury Rig. It's still not there. Josh draws into the Conduit, which is actually not too bad, yeah.
It is a defender, so he's probably going to play his Grove Guardian alongside it to maybe slow things down. But he's probably going to have to Shockwave first, get rid of this kill switch. 3, 6, 7, 8. This Graphene might win the game, but if he doesn't play both, he's going to play both. He draws into another Conduit. Oh man, where is this man's Tane?
Kill switch. Okay.
Drawn. Let's see. Just play this slow, I think, Cave. He has this. Like, you just gotta play it slow. He can attach the kill switch if you want to the Scrap Heap Salvager still. Get the trade he wants.
kill off the Grove Guardian so there's no defenders, and then just hit face. Don't play the Graphene. You don't need to. It's not going to guarantee game. He's going to have 2 health left. Oh my god. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Muka's losing his mind over here.
Don't do it. Wait, Olivine kill switch. You probably should kill switch. I guess he's just going to kill off the Grove Guardian normally.
It's one extra damage if we don't if we do kill switch, it's 1 extra damage. Oh no, it's not.
This is fine.
Defender. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I would have preferred the kill switch because like you can pass it on, so it's like, you know what I mean, it's not like too much issue in terms of value being lost. But yeah, they'll kill the Grove Guardian the old-fashioned way. If Josh needs to draw he needs to draw his Tane here.
Yeah.
And he won't even be able to play it actually because it costs 8. So I think this is I think we can chalk this as a caveman win. I don't think there's anything that can be. I mean, a spores. How many spores have we gone through?
Because it costs 8. He's on 8, no?
Yeah, but it doesn't have defender. He has to pass defender onto it. I mean, he could crew boss and do this, but like they're just this is 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 4 is 10.
It's just
like,
conduit. Yeah.
Yeah, conduit's gonna die though. Like, yeah, he forces the kill switch. Fungi, man, he does not want to see some of these cards. PSA, where is the Juggernaut? Caveman's like, this is bullshit. This whole game.
He's still gonna win though. Yep.
Yeah. He's gotten good value out of this. He's gonna win. This is still the same game where that one turn Josh had advantage in that early game, and then he messed up the trade with the Cleanse the Earth and stuff. And it's snowballed in Caveman's favor since then. Yeah,
look at this. It's like he got Caveman down by a lot. Caveman's only on 11 health, so
yeah. No, I think that is like the same thing that we saw, like, unfortunately, with like Austin and the Lancer tank thing. It's like just that one turn could change everything. I don't know if it was enough that like that Josh would win it, but he would have. And the rest of that game went downhill after that turn. He gave up like 2 units or whatever. Grabs the armed. There's the Tane. No defender with it. It feels bad. I know Orphan is crying somewhere. He gets uncled. Oh my god, that's an insult. The Cunning Diplomat is an insult. The parallel is insulting my man here. Like, oh, you wanted your 2-cost defender? It was right here. Oh man. All right. How do you feel about that call before we pass it off? Any last thoughts?
That was rough. I mean, I felt a little bit bad for Caveman because he wasn't getting the jury rig, the OTK there, but man, it was close. Josh put up a tough fight, but was just getting screwed over by top decks there, honestly. Rough.
Yeah. Let's pass it over.
You're vindicated in one way in that Caveman won, but Tane was useless. So how do you feel?
Tane's not useless. Let's just first clear that one up because he is the best card in the game.
There's no doubt.
There's no doubt.
Yeah.
As soon as you put him down, he wins the game, and that's what the card says, and that's what happened, I think.
Yeah, there must have been a bug that Josh didn't auto win the second the Tame came out.
This game's going to review because Tane got played and Josh did not win the game. So
EPs, please.
He'll be reviewing this game shortly.
Wow, that was a grind for sure.
Yeah, man. Caveman takes it without even drawing the combo.
I know.
Like Kawa said, it must have been the literal bottom card of the deck. That was a lot of cards drawn.
I mean, what we're like T13, like we're still waiting, like what's going on? So I'm sure Caveman was feeling the same way. So when he threw that Graphene on the defender for 7 damage, that was definitely very decisive in terms of how the game ended up. So that was very purposeful.
You know what it feels like?
What?
Plot armor. It feels like plot armor on Caveman right
now. Wow.
Right?
Yeah, maybe.
A divine hand comes and blocks the OTK ability of Tane. allowing
Unreal.
Caveman to pass.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
I'm looking forward to the third game. We got Marco and Nehemiah. We're going to hop right into it. And this is going to be a juicer.
Yeah, should be spicy. Here we go.
All right,
Caveman.
Muka.
He's fighting. He's fighting. He's got to prove himself once again that he is the Cinderella story. And Josh is here to try and upset that. This is a tough matchup for Caveman, though. Normally, the Earthen matchup is not good for Marco because of Orphan's favorite card, Spores. But let's see what happens. Oh, man, mulliganing your whole first hand, though, is not a good feeling. You don't feel confident after that. Okay, man, you're okay. You're okay with that hand.
That's a very
Ooh.
strong hand, my
But
word.
look at Josh's hand. He has everything. He's got what he needs to go. He can go Steward, Malachite, Nehemiah, Spores. This is like crazy. I mean, Caveman's hand is very strong, but it's not super scalable is my concern right now with what he has. It can go wide, but how will it deal with these big units that are going to come out? Like, he can't kill the Steward right now. He has to draw PS8, and he's going to play the Machinist because he wants to get into, start thinning his deck a little bit, get the Longbow. But now he definitely can't kill Steward, and Steward will get the Malachite Shield.
Yep. This is going to be a very interesting match. I guess we're going to see if Josh is going to stop Caveman from going to the ball, or will Caveman...
Oh, he goes for the Grove Guardian. He's not going to accelerate this. He's going to just keep going. I think the fear is a PS8 launcher could hit him and kill his Steward, and that slows everything down. So he's like, whatever, I'll do this. I can play Steward next turn or something. If he went first, it definitely Steward. So I guess I get the going second. But he can't Malachite. His turn 2 is like kind of feels empty.
Sure. Yeah. If we got that Steward into the shield, that would have been really, really good. But over on Caveman's side, going to consider banking the crack shot, which quite interesting because I feel like crack shot's such a great activator for assault, for like the longbow and stuff like that.
Yeah, it works with the Bannerman too, right? You can scale it this turn if he wants and make it a little bit more of a threat, maybe a little bit of a sponge. But what he's doing here is he's playing the Machinist and he just wants to trigger these assaults and go wide. His longbows will get really good health. They'll be 0.5s, or sorry, 0.6s. So that's pretty strong. And he's playing roulette here, doing these trades. He doesn't want to lose a unit, but he wants this thing dead too. All right. He's like, I could kill it next turn.
Yep. This Spores is going to be so good, though, for Josh once we see the longbow come out.
Yeah, that was a good hit on the Bannerman, keeping it 1 health lower. He's going to just Steward here. He's going to give Caveman an impossible decision. Which one you killing? Which one are you killing, buddy? You got to figure it out. Ooh, the Guy's Call draw. I mean, not many great cards in bank, but still. Well, he can't kill them all. We know that much. He's got to choose which one he wants to kill. He could get them both low with the Improvised Tactics if he wants to buff up his Bannerman. He gets to draw some more cards. Maybe he draws a PS8, then he can kill everything.
Yeah, if he decides to try and kill off the Steward, then it means Assault can't be triggered, so Longbow is just not really an option.
He can kill off all of them. And he needs Assault here for the Improvised Tactics, not to discard anything.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. This stuff. This is a different Caveman that we're seeing in this bracket.
Yeah,
like,
it's not the fast play. Let's just go. He's like, okay,
this is a refined
this.
Caveman. This is a refined Caveman. He's got a Longbow, I think, based on how he's playing this.
Yep. Indeed.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good Spores turn. He's gonna Spores, I think, instead of Malachite here.
Oh yeah. It's too good. It's way too good not to Spores here, I think.
Yeah. He definitely Spores us here. Ooh, the Misra draw.
I think he might want to play Gaia's Call. He's thinking. Mizra goes into the bank. He's gonna Spores. He'll Gaia's Call next turn.
You know what? Actually, I agree with you there, Muka. I think the guy's call there was pretty good because I
It's
think
just
we
like
could
how
have.
much damage do you want to let go? I think he's worried about like there's 5 units on board. If a
And there's
fire base
a
comes
fire
out,
base. Sure,
that's a
sure,
lot
sure.
of damage. He wants to keep his health up, despite wanting to be greedy.
Hmm.
I do think this was right that he spores.
Sure,
I
that
like
makes
the
sense.
Mizra bank. I like the Mizra bank with the guy's call. Ooh, double trigger Happy Trooper. That's not too bad. I mean, this turn, he can either go to fire base and at least attack with the longbow into something. He could attack the steward. He could play double trigger Happy Trooper. I think we're gonna see the fire base.
Yep. That's what's coming out.
Yeah, it's a
Kinda-
shame he Josh has this whole Malachite Shield combo, but we haven't gotten to see it yet.
Mhm.
He's got 5 energy here. What are his options? Malachite and Fungi this one unit, but then like Black Market Fixer could hit him. But I don't know. I don't think we've seen Caveman play Black Market Fixer, right? So it's up to Josh to know if that's in there or not. But he's just gonna go for this Malachite Shield.
I
Malachite Shield and a Mizra?
don't believe we've seen Black
I don't think
Market.
Caveman plays Black Market Fixer.
We could be wrong though. It might have come out, but can't remember it.
I'm pretty sure there isn't. But yeah, this is a good play. Good tempo. Make the Mizra stronger. Oh, and he's gonna attack. I don't know about that one because Firebase will just defend. Oh, he lets it go through? Okay. I don't know if I let it go through. But yeah, Cunning Diplomat drawn. I just feel like Josh slowed himself down. But now this feels a little weird. But he does have a defender. He just needs to get this Nehemiah out. He can start passing the defender. The doctor's assistant can be used to heal the defenders. Like, this could all work. It just feels a little awkward because he obviously wasn't able to do his combo on tempo. And he chose the Grove Guardian instead just because he didn't want to risk losing it, which is fair. It's definitely like a big loss if you just lose this to it outright. But I don't know. Part of me would have taken the gamble, but but that's because we see both hands, right? Maybe if I'm
Of
in
course.
the situation, I say otherwise.
Yeah, it's so easy to say that this is the obvious play when we can see both hands all the time, you know. But then it's also really interesting because it's like we can see the player's mindset of trying to play around specific cards, right?
Yeah.
All
Where are
right.
we at now? This Determined Assault looks like it wants to hit the Mizra.
Mm-hmm.
It
think
might
it will.
hit. Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And then next turn for Josh here. Do we see?
Oh, another Spores.
Yeah, that's a great pickup.
Yeah.
I want to see the greedy play soon. I want to see the guy's call, but I don't think we can really afford to do it yet.
Oh, he's at 6 energy now. What do we do with 6 energy?
I mean, Spores again is like, yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's see
sure.
who decides.
It's just such a weird turn.
I would play
honestly.
the doctor's assistant then
Yeah,
and heal your steward.
makes sense. Spores do stack, right? Or do they not? As in,
You can't like double Spores for double damage.
mm.
Yeah, just all it does is apply the decay effect. Like decay doesn't stack.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so there is a
possibility to Lemieux with the crack shot drawn. So he could kill out this defender. I don't think we saw. I mean, how many longbows have we seen? Have we seen all three or two?
I think we've seen at least two. I want to say all three.
Yeah, because then you could longbow and draw. You can get the longbow back with Lemieux.
Yep.
I think next turn we definitely see. No, we're probably gonna see Nehemiah. Then we'll see Gaia's Call.
Yep. Yeah, that second spores pickup I think really helped.
Yeah.
Josh control the board here.
Yeah. I don't think Caveman wants to Lemieux this, but he probably is just like, oh, what do I do? Like he could buff up a Bannerman a bunch and draw. Yeah. So I don't know. I guess that's the route we're going.
Seems to be.
Crack shot and then draw with improvised tactics. Make this Bannerman nice and strong. And the PS8 drone. You could use that too if he wants to keep buffing it. But I think one goes in the bank.
Oh, there's either longbow, so there wasn't three used.
Yeah, there's two. Good call. All right, so a 4 or 5 Bannerman, not too bad. Nothing to scoff at for sure. Oh, the Muriel, that's a top deck.
God.
That's a top deck and a half. Caveman will not let this game go.
This is just Caveman written. It's written all over. It has his name written all over this. The Muriel top deck. Just when you think it's looking bleak for Caveman, he pulls out
Cleanse the Earth
miraculous
on this
card.
Bannerman. And I think the Gaia's Call comes out now. Yeah, I just wish, like, if you're gonna play the Nehemiah, it's almost like you have to play it almost like you're a Marco player, right? Just be aggressive and whatever happens. But Josh is playing this a little more steady, right? And I don't know. I don't know if I really like that. But yeah, we're gonna lose the longbow, we'll lose the fire vase here. Muriel will go off. So this is a really, really good Muriel turn, and then Josh he has a formidable presence. He has the Nehemiah.
Yep.
So he has answers to kind of figure out how do I kill this all off. It's not like all doom and gloom. Oh wow, he's gonna trade into this steward, and then he'll just make his vengeful allies with the other cards. If that's the case, you should Muriel first. At least get one vengeful ally on the board before you do this trade. Oh, I think he wants to trigger. No, why would you want to trigger assault? There's no units that you're gonna get out.
We just get Lancer from this, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, that's good. Okay, gonna bank the Bannerman. That's fine.
Yeah, just play the Muriel. So how big is this vengeful ally gonna get here?
You get a 3/4 and a 2/3, or is it a 4/5 and a 3/4? I think it's a 3/4. Let's see. 2/3. Oh, are all the fire bases gone?
Wait. They must be. Yep.
Did he
They must be.
No, did he not pick Muriel?
Oh, did he not select it? Oh no.
He didn't select Muriel. Have we seen? We haven't seen 3 fire bases though.
No, it seems no. I feel like we would have. Wait, no. I doubt there's been 3 fire bases.
Yeah, I think that's just a misplay on Kevin. He keeps emoting, so I think he messed up. Yeah, I think he definitely messed up. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is not a good one to mess up, Kawa. That's not a good one to mess up, especially right now. Josh will be able to take over. He's like, you did this to me last game. I'm doing it to you this game. A misplay means I take over the rest of this game. Oh my gosh, that is brutal. That is brutal. This guy's call is ready to go. A full board traded. Nothing to trigger assault.
No defender.
Oh my god, dude.
And I mean, he's gonna have to naked longbow. Prime a conduit. Dude, there's no way he wins this now.
Nah, I don't see how Caveman comes back
No.
here.
Are we at 2 or 3 on the guy's call?
Uh,
Oh, yeah, that's
yeah, it's
2.
2. It's
So
2.
next turn it'll go off. All right, so it was clear with the PSA.
PSA.
Oh
The
my god, dude!
yeah.
I think he has to. He might just Lancer tank to like create a distraction. Bank. He might bank the longbow, or he might just Lemieux. Just kill off this steward. Dude,
Yep.
I mean, he could get the Muriel back with. No, he can't. He has to destroy a unit or get the
Yeah.
Muriel back.
Yeah.
That's what he's trying to figure out. He's like, oh, can I at least get my assault off next turn that I can Lemieux and get my Muriel back?
Oh my god, that was just so unfortunate.
That's not good. This is
Mm,
not good. He's looking at the Muriel like you were the chosen one.
yep.
Oh man, dude, this is not good. I don't see how he gets out of this. I mean, he doesn't know that there's a formidable presence in Josh's hand, which will definitely go out and clear everything alongside this guy's call. So he doesn't even
Yeah,
play it, but
doesn't
he
even
draws
play
the
it,
Gunslinger,
yeah.
which is great. The Gunslinger is actually very, very good. He needed that. Oh, there's one more turn left. Wait, left. Yeah, there's one more turn left.
Yeah, there's one more turn.
Not-
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was popping this turn. Student Shoshana going in. Yeah, I think you just still formidable presence and clear this. Don't give him assault for free.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna
Nehemiah.
Nehemiah and kill the heavy weapons team. So it draws into
Yeah.
the Jonah. But
Gunslinger
yeah,
is very good. Yeah, at least we can activate this.
Lemieux will kill
Let me
Nehemiah
know. Yep.
and get the Muriel back.
Yeah, the Jonah
could-
pickup is huge as
yeah.
well for Josh.
And he-
Big defender target.
Yeah, he could Muriel this turn too, if he wants to.
If Caveman still recovers and wins this game now, it would.
That'd be absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely crazy.
But with this guy's call coming out, I just don't see how it happens.
Yeah, Guy's call is gonna there's no board wipe this time, right? With the Guy's
Yeah,
call. There's no anti-organic calls. This is a tough battle. I mean, he has to do what he has to do, right? He has to Lemieux here. It's nice that the solar grenade did hit face though. He doesn't have to waste his gunslinger, he can hold it.
Mm-hmm.
He grabs the Muriel probably. He's looking.
Yep.
He has to play the gunslinger still though. Unless he just Muriels herself. Man, this game would have been so different if the Firebase was there. I mean, not saying that it would be like a totally different situation,
Yeah.
but this is really
Yeah, cool.
behind still.
Thinking about it now, I don't know how much different it would be. It would have helped, but there's still like 2 formidable presences in Josh's hand, right? Which just puts in a lot of work.
Is that what he was doing last time? He just clicking it on and off that it didn't go off?
Yeah, there's the base. Oh no,
No, we're
this
hearing he didn't click it at all. He gets another base. That's
this
not
is
bad.
this is the insult though. It's like you didn't get the base off the first mural. Now you're getting all the
Yeah.
bases. Yeah.
Yeah, now
And
we
here
get
it
to
is,
see this
Guy's
guy's call. And the 2 student Shoshanas, this will be pretty deadly.
Yeah, this just seems unwinnable.
Yeah,
I know if
mean,
we're gonna see a caveman emote on a
no concede yet. He wants to see how this gets traded. The Nehemiah dying is really good for him. I mean, I don't know why Josh played Nehemiah knowing that there's a Lemieux. He probably tried to force it. He's like, oh, I can force the Lemieux and whatever. But oh my god, okay, crew boss.
crew boss.
Crew boss and formidable
Holy.
presence should seal the deal. I'm not doing the math, but I should do the math. Let's count. Oh man, it's a lot of damage. 5, 10. I can't read the student Shoshanas. How much health do they have? Let's just watch it, I think.
Yeah, I can't read it.
Play the Formidable Presence here and just close this out. This should be game. Okay, so we just heard it's 28 plus the Formidable Presence, so that should be game.
Yep.
He's gonna play this Primea Conduit just to flex.
Just
to flex.
because.
Make the students stronger.
How
Make the
many
students
units
stronger.
are on this board? My lord.
Yeah, man. This is it. This is the game. Josh took the misplay and wrote it home. This is it. Tons of damage on board. The guy is called, pulling out the victory, and Josh will go on into the next round.
Mhm.
Caveman put up a fight, a valiant fight, but he didn't make it to the end. The Cinderella story is unfortunately over, and Josh ends it.
Man, that was tough. That was really, really tough.
Yeah.
I feel for Caveman, but I do also think that even if that Firebase came out, I feel like the game was still going to Josh with
Yeah,
with
Josh-
that bias call set up.
Yep, I agree. I think he was still going to win it, but it's still tough to see it go down that way. Let's pass it off to Rye and Orphan.
Thank you, guys. That was a grind. That was a grind. I agree with the guys. I think that it would have been nice to have that fire support base, but that is a tough matchup if you're playing Markolians.
Those guys gave it their all too. Josh and Caveman, they were duking it. The last two matches in particular were testy.
Yeah, testes for sure. You could feel them sweating through the computer screen.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, congrats to Josh. We heard a little preamble
Jeez.
from Muka, and he was explaining Josh's story. Caveman, the Cinderella has been decapitated? Well, I don't know what happens to Cinderella. She gets her foot cut off.
Yeah, she lost her glass slipper and
Yeah.
the foot was still in it or something like that.
There was a pee in her mattress, in Caveman's mattress, and he
I think we got the story right. I'm pretty sure we got the fairy tale right.
he just couldn't sleep. He couldn't go to sleep, dude.
You hate to see it.
Yeah,
That's
but
now
congrats to Josh though.
Congrats to Josh for sure. Well deserved. And it's a shame to see two Muriel misplays in the tournament just in the last two games alone. But these things happen. These things happen.
To call them untaken opportunity plays.
Yeah, that's a good way to frame it. It's really nice.
We gotta be nice to the players here. That honestly, I would crack under the pressure. I would see myself on stream. I would just start thinking, what happens if this happens, and then I would just start playing. I would just start playing Spores over and over again.
What if I look bad in front of my friends, dude?
Yeah, they would never
What if I look like
me
an
anymore.
idiot?
Friends
man.
only like you if you win games of Parallel, and
That's true.
That's in the Bible.
That's just scientifically proven.
Mm-hmm.
So while we're at it here, we are getting the next match set up. So we have Tango and Brazy coming at you, but we're going to look at the brackets just to highlight and recap everything that's been going on from the top 16 to, of course, now the top 8. And we are jumping to the top 8 in terms of what we're going to be showcasing here in the Ardent Arena next. But yeah, as you can see here in the bracket, we are looking at the very bottom of the bracket. Tango and Brazy up next on the Ardent Arena, brought to you by the Echelon Foundation. Brazy playing Workshop and Nehemiah, and Tango doing the exact same. So we may get some mirror matches. We may get some jury rigged, and let's see how it works out for them. We haven't seen jury rigged hitting on pace as they were yesterday. And we had mentioned they were like absolute clockwork yesterday on T8.
There was like a magic dust in the air yesterday.
It was weird. It was strange.
Turn 7, you win automatically.
Yeah. The game client just shut down. It was like victory.
What do you expect them to play first? You have any thoughts on that?
I don't. Brazy showed a lot of comfort in both decks yesterday. We have not seen Tango yet, which is great that we get a little bit of a mix here. We finally get to see a new player in the Ardent Arena. So tough to say what his play style is. I'm going to go Brazy Nehemiah out the gate. That's my guess.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Yeah.
I'm not very familiar with Tango. I'm looking forward to
I'm not
learning
either.
a bit more about him. But
Yeah.
Brazy, of course, is a staple. One of the Exile crew, kind of a staple in the
The
parallel
Ice
community.
Prince.
The Ice Prince, they call him.
What a flex, man. Can you imagine getting those one of ones? The avatars?
No,
So cool.
I can't
So-
because I
so
didn't,
cool.
and it's
We're still heard about it.
it still hurts.
Yeah.
It still
I
hurts
know.
because those are not only do they look cool, they're high dollarino amount.
They sure are. They sure
Yeah.
are. But yeah, I think we'll take another quick look. We'll maybe get out of this spectator mode really quickly, look at the top of the bracket as well. So we get a look at round 3, man. This is where we are now.
Mm.
So yeah, Josh Ong moving on to DT 1337. How would you pronounce that?
I like saying leet.
Delete.
That's a throwback to old 1.6 Counter-Strike days, and I'm
it's
here
gotta
for
be,
that.
right? It's gotta be.
It could also be DT Ponzor. It's possible.
It is possible.
But he's going up against the winner of our last match, Josh, and then we got Polo, right, versus the winner of Win Condition and Ivan.
Beauty.
They haven't started their matches yet, so hopefully we'll get a little key into that before the stream goes offline tonight.
Okay.
After that, we got Kartoa versus Kitsungi, and that's going to be a good one. I'm looking forward to that one.
That is going to be a good one.
Oh,
they're already playing. So Kartoa already has one.
Oh, my browser's cut off. Oh, wow. Okay, so they're already playing their match. We might even know who's in the semifinals by the end of the stream today.
Yep, I think so.
Possible.
I think so. Yeah, and obviously tomorrow we're going to bring you all that semifinal and final action here in the Ardent Arena too. So same time and place tomorrow, of course.
Yeah.
We are running from 3 p.m. Eastern to around 8 p.m. Eastern. I believe we're showcasing 5 different matches tomorrow. So even more action, almost twice the action tomorrow, as opposed to today. And yeah, we're bringing you the finale, man.
By the end of the stream, we will literally be bloodless husks.
It's true.
Because all of our parallel life force has been sucked out of our goblin bodies.
We are actually, you guys can't see it because it's below camera. We are handcuffed to our streaming stations and we are running out of prime chunks. Yeah, exactly. See, I'm struggling. We haven't been able to get away for 72 hours.
It's cruel, but also I like it.
Yeah, we kind of love it.
A strange kind of way,
Yeah, man.
I'm used to being such a powerful and obstinate force that when I'm chained, there's a relief.
Yeah, exactly. That checks out, I think.
It's like that one book, 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh my goodness. Oh man. Well, while we have you guys here, you can see the schedules and you're going to be back with us tomorrow. Orphan and Rye from the Game Seller, Muka and Kawa, bringing you the technicalities and the actual in-game casting. The whole thing's brought to you by Echelon. And, big shouts to Exile too for helping us throw this all together along with the production. Yeah. So we are just about ready for the next match, and we're going to turn it over there in just a second for Tango versus Brazy. But keep it locked, guys. Thank you all for being with us today. Thanks for hanging with us on your Saturdays and your weekends. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, give us a 1 in chat if you're mega pumped for the next match.
Give us a 1 in chat if you yourself are.
Yo. Hey guys, we are here with the next game. We have Brazy returning to the stage with Tango, a newcomer to the stream. But these guys have earned their spot. We are in the top 8 matchups now. Kawa, how are we feeling about this game? Oh, I think Kawa might not be here. So you guys got me right now. We have looking at the mulligans phase. This is Brazy's. I can tell by the PFP, and he holds on to the instant replicator. He's got a reclamator, a Wong, a graphene battery, and a gunslinger. Don't worry, guys. I'm taking notes because I am known to mess this up before. So let's see what we got here. We got one graphene battery and one instant replicator from Brazy's side, and then I got to do Tango's. Tango has the jury rig Juggernaut, the reclamator, the PSA, two ocular implants, and a kill switch. So right now, looking at these guys' starting hands, both of them aren't like super great, but they just need he draws into a Wong. So these guys are drawing a lot of mid game cards. Star chart drawn by Brazy. He can reclamator that out right now if he wants to. It's not a bad idea considering like the game is going to be slow. He hasn't seen Tangle play anything, so I think it's safe to assume that there's not much on either side right now. Black Market Fixer played. The Tangle's drawing better mid-game cards, but so like he'll be able to do a lot more. Ooh, the Juggernaut on both sides now. Now these guys are racing.
Note it down, Muka. I'm here
yeah,
to tell
I
you
got
to
it.
note it down.
Thank you so much. I need that.
I got you. All right, yeah. So some combo pieces being picked up for both players quite early on, which is nice. The star chart, I would say it's not usually run in Ogden Core, right? Or is it?
No,
It depends on certain lists, right? Because obviously there's so many draw cards that can be used to fish for
Yeah.
the combo. This is just a
Yeah.
different one that we've seen.
This is looks like it's a replacement for the Squad Trader. It's another 3 cost. And 2 Squad Traders playing you draw 2, but this at least you get to look every turn. So as long as it stayed, it could be pretty nice. Tango's hand is full to the brim. He needs to start drawing some, playing some cards and then start drawing some more cards. He doesn't want to use this Reclamator because he wants to just keep drawing, but he's just going to attach Kill Switch off here, which seems kind of wasted because Brazy will just trade both Gunslingers. So interesting. Keth drawn. So Brazy's ahead. He's got 1 Graphene, 1 Instant Replicator, and 1 Keth Rexamine.
Yep.
So he's got some good damage on board. If he draws another Graphene, he's right there to do it. I think he's going to probably trade here, and then probably do nothing else. Just trade, get this kill switch out of the way, and you get your token.
Yep.
And it's whatever Tango does is whatever he does.
I think we're in a really good spot here for Brazy, honestly.
Yeah,
like we got the Wong for even further draw. We pretty much have the OTK in hand. We're kind of just waiting until we get that last Graphene and until we get to 8.
Exactly. He just needs to make sure the board is clear by that point. But I think we're looking really, really good. And what's nice about the workshop is, what we see here is Tango is not really threatening Brazy, so Brazy can just keep building his board just as well. Start building his hand to that resource. He's not really stressed. Keth on Tango's side, that's the first upgrade piece that he's drawn. He has the Juggernaut. So he's a little bit behind Brazy, but no, this is still good. He gets to kill off the token. He gets his own token. I think these guys are going to be just building defender tokens all day. Oh, he goes for the Ardent?
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Aggressive. I like this, because now he can kill Wong if Wong were to come out.
Smart.
With these choices, I think you go anti-organic pulse. You have a board wipe in your hand now. Ooh, the EMP shockwave into the bank. How are we pulling? We're pulling 3.
Oh.
He's not gonna pick? Oh, okay. I was like, you should still pick. He's like, I don't even want it. I don't need this card. He won't overdraw, which is nice. Really good. This is good. Look at that hand fully refilled.
Yep.
And I think Tango can't really hit his Wong though. His hand's very full. He's gonna have to spend the turn playing some cards here. What's nice is he can scrap heap into a kill switch if he wants to. Ocular implant, draw a little. He can't kill this Wong considering there was 3 drawn. So now it's a 7/7. It's a little out of his reach. He wanted the armed unit to clear off whatever Brazy played, but this will stop him from doing so.
Reclamator being banked here. And Wong is coming out. Okay.
Yeah. He'll just draw. Oh man, this is where it gets a little dicey because he draws 2 and now he burns the next 2 cards. Like he needs to. He has to play the Ocular Implant.
Mhm.
Good hit on the Black Market Fixer though. He can kill Wong now.
This is great. Having this armed unit up is actually
Yeah.
really, really good here.
You should put the Ocular Implant on the Wong, in my opinion. Or he's just gonna play Gunslinger. Okay, so no overdraw. He's fine.
Yeah, big hand from both players here.
Yeah. Ooh, Graphene.
There it
The
is.
Graphene. What is he thinking about? Interesting, because this is it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got it. Yeah.
Yeah, so the OTK is set up now on Brazy's side. He can go double Keth, double Graphene.
Yep.
To end the game. Even if he had 3 Graphenes, that was enough to end the game. And he's got 2 AOPs. He just needs to make sure nothing with an upgrade is an issue. He's sitting at 6 energy here, so he's kind of like, oh, what do I do? I think he just card linked. Go ahead.
This turn is kind of met. Like, it doesn't really matter as long as we can get the AOP out, and then it's gonna be game.
Yeah.
Although this defender token is gonna come out on the turn we want to jury rig, right? So that might be a problem.
Yes. He's trying to decide what to bank. I think he should still bank the Graphene because if he draws into a Reclamator, he can OTK.
Oh, yes, that's very true.
Oh man, he's gonna do the star chart. I understand it's a useless card, but like you should do the Graphene in case you got Reclamator. Yeah, very good decision. And then he'll hard link kill switch and just end. He's sitting on a defender. You can kill off the issue units. It's good. If he needs to top deck a Reclamator here.
Yep. Could be a quick game.
Yeah, right on curve.
Here.
That would be right on. This is right on curve again.
Star Chart can help us out here as well. So
yeah.
Tango opting to proc the kill switch with just the hard
Gunsling. Ocular Implant will go on this 4/4. I still think it should have been a defender, but he did get to kill Wong this way. Like stacking defenders feels good in the mirror match, and then you can attach upgrades so they don't get killed by anti-organic pulse. But you're not that worried about an anti-organic pulse on a armed unit as much as you are on a defend. I'm sorry, an upgrade on a armed unit instead of a defender. Yeah, he's gonna squad trader. We'll draw 2. So this is their star chart, right?
Yep. Yeah, I'm already liking Star Chart way better, honestly, in my opinion. I think it's more value.
Too. Yeah. Oh, no
another instant replicator.
Black Market Fixer is good here.
Yeah, we actually need that to clear off the token.
Yeah. You can Black Market Fixer and kill switch with the scrap heap. Like grab the kill switch.
Seems good. Remind me on Tango's side, what are we looking at for combo pieces?
He's only got a Keth so far.
Okay.
He's behind. This works out really well with the scrap heap. Oh, okay. I think you still go scrap heap because you can double kill switch. I mean, Tango can clear the whole board though. Like even he can force a clear with the kill switch. It's a little awkward. So I guess I understand this play. Yeah, I understand this play. And what does he grab? Does he grab a defender himself? I mean, this is going to be an anti-organic pulse turn out of Tango. I think. Especially if a defender's picked, yeah. Maybe not. If it's not, then Brazy could win this game by just some good trades. Reclamator drawn. That was the card Brazy wanted, but it's not the card he has.
Yeah, I'm feeling for Tango a little bit here, right? Tango is 17 on 17 cards, Brazy on 20, and only has 2 of the combo pieces.
Yeah.
Tough.
But credit to Brazy. I mean, he picked a lot of the pieces. He did start with more than Tango, but he picked them up through the star chart.
Yeah, it's why it's better value, I think, right?
Yeah.
The other card is just one use.
Yeah. What's nice about the star chart is that the cards that aren't picked go to the bottom of the deck, so it's always a fresh set of
Mhm.
3 that you're looking at.
Yep. You filter way better for your deck, right?
Okay, so yeah, defender token will be picked here.
It has to be picked, right? Coming into,
Yeah.
into turn 8.
Yeah. Well, Brazy's gonna anti-organic pulse. It'll be revealed that he has like an OTK piece,
Mm.
a setup, and then Tango will play another defender with the automation expert, and then that will get anti-organic pulse. But unless there's an upgrade put on it, right? So this is where Brazy has the OTK. Now he needs to put it together. Black Market Fixer is a good draw here.
Very good.
He can't do the OTK yet, but he could kill out this defender, or he can keep going. I don't know how he wants to proceed with this. This is tough.
We could play the Salvager, I guess, but is that good?
Yeah, Black Market Salvager is not a bad option here, because then you could trade into whatever comes and try to force the kill switch. But it's all 2/3. Like the Nestor token is a 2/3, so he can't like kill itself on it, which is what stinks. But I think this is the route he's going. Anyways, did he bank one Organic Pulse?
Brazy, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I like that.
We're gonna see the Black Market Fixer trade in to the or just kill off rather the Gunslinger.
Yeah. And then here comes Scrap Heap.
I think we do you think we should have played the Ocular Implant on the Black Market Fixer just to get the additional draw?
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
just
I
in our
thought
hand.
so. Yeah,
Yeah.
he puts it on the other one. I wish he put it on the other. He put a man. This is tough. Like a PS8 or something would be good here. He's hitting. He needs like 1 energy to help like clear this board that keeps coming up. And like a PS8 would be great because he could PS8 his Scrap Heap Salvager, trigger the kill switch on any defenders that are here, and then just end the game. Like that's really what he's looking to do. And Tango's not letting that happen.
Oh,
Tango
note
draws
this
into 2
down.
graphene batteries.
2 graphenes.
So he's
A
he's
20,
got
right?
chest and 2 graphene, so that's 20. But he's gonna play
Oh
the
my
automation
God.
expert this turn.
True.
He might kill switch.
Yeah, automation will come down from Tango, and then automation will probably come down from Brazy if he can't OTK.
Yeah. He's
But if
thinking about putting the kill switch on his thing to stop the the kill switch trading, to like kind of stop it, because he'll run it his Black Market Fixer into the other Black Market Fixer, and then kill switch trigger the Scrap Heap Salvager, and that way it removes kill switch out from Brazy's. This is tough. Tango's definitely playing this well. Yeah, it's the kill switch trading. And then the automation expert will come out.
Yep.
And you see Star Chart and Tango's build too. So he's playing Squad Trader and Star Chart. Oh man, this is tough. He's so close. He just wants the OTK, but he can't. And he has he has automation expert, so it's like, oh my god, this is tough. Wait.
Well, listen, it's okay because we're on 8, and what happens is we just bank the Reclamator, we do the AOP. We don't, well, yeah, we do AOP and then we do the automation. And we're okay.
So it's the same thing.
Yep.
On the other side, but it doesn't look like there's any more defenders out of Tango, so it looks like Brazy will get the first game then.
Unless we see something crazy.
Another defender? No, Graphene.
No.
Yeah, so Brazy's gonna take this game.
Yep.
Brazy takes this first game. Man, a race. Brazy had it for a while. And he's just like fighting. He's like, I know he's probably like annoyed, being like, why can't I just do this yet? And he gets to cinch it off in the end. Lots of good trades. That Reclamator with the star chart was a great choice. So really showing the strength of the star chart, selectively picking what you want to like make your turns better, right?
For sure.
This is really, really good. So here we go.
This is game.
Coming out.
Picks the kill switch.
Yeah, he's just looking. He's like, I have it, right?
Cripple checking.
You never want to play that, and then you're just like, wait, I was missing one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's fix the Keth. It's 40 damage on this thing. There we go. Game 1 going to Brazy. OTK out the way. 1 game done.
Love to see it.
Tango. They're both playing similar decks, right? They're both playing a Workshop and a Nehemiah, right? So I think Tango will stay with the Workshop, try to get the win and move on from there.
Yep, I think so too.
Yeah,
Well
let's pass it.
played.
Jury rigged in motion, man.
There you have it, dude. Easy peasy.
Judge, jury, and however the saying goes.
And flexecutioner,
That's it. That's it.
right?
Yeah, dude. Hit him with it.
Hit him with
the
it.
flex zone.
This one's called the Tane. This one's
The
called
Uncle Tane.
This one's called the Spores.
Hit him with the Jack Johnson and the Tom O'Leary.
So
Oh,
Brazy
man.
takes the first game. Tango was playing well, but just
Yeah.
couldn't pull it out in the end, man.
Yeah, very strong. I think we saw T10 jury rigged there. So not necessarily right at the curve, but soon after. And as Muka was saying, he was probably, grumbling to himself, why can't I get this off yet? But I believe also
Sounds like my ex-wife.
Am I right? Am I right, you guys? I think we saw Brazy play Star Chart the other day as well. So he's found his sort of staple card for card draw as well.
Yeah, it's not a card that I've really seen too much of in ranked before the tournament, but
I'm gonna give it a go now.
Yeah, like we were talking about earlier, like the tournament is the time to put those little flex picks in.
Yeah,
the ones that differentiate your deck and give you that slight advantage either against mirrors or against what you think you're going to be playing. And Star Chart to Scry 3 is a great tool for getting the combo pieces that you need throughout the game. So I like it.
Yeah. Well, we have a couple of minutes before the next game. So maybe we pull in Muka and Kawa really quickly just to get their feelings on that matchup and what we can look forward to before we get into the second game.
Yeah, I want to know how these guys are feeling.
What's up, boys?
He got it off.
Yo.
He got it off eventually.
He did. Yeah, he got it off. I mean, that game it's a race, right? And like Brazy finished early and he's just like, when can I cross the finish line? They both played it exceptionally well. I don't think there was any issues with play at all. It was just like who could get it off, and Brazy had one more defender than Tango did.
And that's it.
Yeah, it's like in a marathon or like an Ironman when you see the footage of the racer who's in first, but he like starts tripping and falling right before the finish line.
He needs more carbs.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm tired.
Yeah, he didn't eat enough of those disgusting gel packs, and then now his legs aren't working.
The knees are buckling. And Brazy sees it, and he's like, "Holy smokes, the end is near. I see the finish line."
But he got over the finish line. He did it.
He did.
Yeah.
No, I think it's going to be a little tough for Brazy to win the next game. Tango has shown that he knows how to play the workshop really, really well, and I doubt he's going to want to go into a mirror match. He's like, all right, I did it fine the first game. I'll just do it again. And as long as I draw the OTK faster, I'll be good. And he's playing Star Chart and Squad Trader, so his is a little bit even more accelerated.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Well, what's the math there? Sometimes how you have to kind of balance in those OTK decks, like how much card draw you want to put in the deck. But
yeah, we saw him drawing so much that he couldn't even like play his Wong super well. Like he only took 2 cards. We don't know. We didn't get to see on our end if he took mirror.
Hello.
And I'm actually wrong. They're doing a mirror match. We'll see it right now.
Well, let's hop
that's
into
crazy.
it.
Oh man. Tango's like, I can take this. I'm prepared for this mirror match. This is gonna be brutal. Upgrades galore. These guys are fighting for Malachite Shield and Steward of the Guard.
And they're one piece of the puzzle right here. So
yeah, man, Brazy with the luck. I think he has to decide here. Do I do a full mulligan or do I to try to find this?
Oh,
And we can see
yeah.
here, Tango has
Tango
it.
got it.
Tango has it. So,
Tango's
oh
not
man,
going
Tango's hand
first,
looking
so
really good. Yeah, he's not going first, so he
yeah.
won't be a little ahead.
Oh, he got-
Okay, Brazy
Oh
mulligans
my
one
God.
card and he gets it. That's not fun. Oh man, Brazy going first here, and he's got the combo before Tango. So like, honestly, I'm going to be very bold and say that I think this is almost going to be chalked up to Brazy.
Wow.
It's absolutely tough, man. Like, no Cleanse the Earth in Tango's hand. He does have great scaling cards, but it's like, what do you do? Turn 3, 8 damage. Turn 4, 15
Yeah.
damage. Like, this gets a little unreal really fast, and we don't see any answers. And that's why Brazy held the Cleanse the Earth, I think. If he saw the Steward and he saw the Malachite, his next
could
turn, he
actually
could
clear
bounce
it.
it back. Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't know if Tango actually mulliganed a cleanse or just didn't have it at all, but
Yeah, we don't get to see that.
we hope.
But
I mean, for Tango, I think once he sees this come out, is going to be very much hoping for the top deck cleanse.
yeah. Not many people, I think, play the cleanse. Double Malachite Shield. He just banks it. He's doing it too. He's like, "Do you have it?" He's like, "Do you have it?" Because I think I have it.
This
Let's
is the
see
classic.
draw scores.
This is the classic start to just like a lot of card games in general, where it's like, okay, I have the turn 1 play. Opponent's like, I have the turn 1 play, and that's turn 2. But then
Yeah.
eventually the other opponent has the answer, and then the other one doesn't have the answer. So
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Tango sees the Malachite now, and he's like, "Ah, man, I gotta find a new solution to this. Do
yeah,
I go wide? Like, what do I do now?" He might just. I think you're gonna see. Oh, he's just going for it. Okay,
yeah.
interesting decision.
We're gonna see
Well,
the
I can't see
cleanse.
the health, but this. I forget the math. I think he still kills it, the Steward. I can't read health.
It can't. Yeah, no. If Nehemiah comes out, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Banking the Mizra here. Nehemiah coming out. Oh, it's 7. Okay. Yeah, that kills.
Yeah.
So there's that. But the Black Market Fixer top deck is nice. That will slow this down, which is really, really good.
I
Tango
mean, it
needs
won't
that.
slow it down this turn.
No, he's
which
gonna
is-
take
it's
13
Still gonna be
damage.
13 damage, but yeah,
Yeah, and
if
it
the fixer
sucks.
didn't come out, it would have been pretty much just game to Brazy,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and it sucks because he can pass the defender chain along because the
Mhm.
Steward will live long enough for more units to come on the board. Oh man,
Oh my
yeah,
God, the
Tango sees
formidable-
this, and I'm sure he's frustrated.
Yeah, the formidable in Brazy's hand as well is like the ultimate
Yeah.
aggro, right? It's crazy.
Yeah, he's going to just go and do his thing, and the Malachite Shield going in the bank. That dream is over for Tango. We need to find new solutions. Does he do Steward and Grove Guardian to be like, I can slow this down, maybe prevent some face damage? Oh, he just does that. Okay. He wants to prevent some face damage. Oh my god, the smuggler out of Brazy's hand. He's ready for a Gaia's call. He's like, hey, if you
Yep.
have one, I'm ready to pick it up. Oh man. What do we see happen here? I mean, I don't think he
see
needs the
a-
cleanse anymore. So I think he can go student doctor. But what are you thinking?
I mean, I don't think it's good, but it's like, do we see a formidable presence come out?
No, he wants to pass the defender along, I think, right? He should be prepared that if Tango has an answer, he can at least pass the defender on to the next unit.
True.
So I don't think so. It's kind of like, what does he bank, I think is what he's thinking about. Like, do I get rid of the cleanse? Do I get rid of the smuggler or the student of Shoshana even? I don't know. I don't think formidable presence is the way. But yeah, you see him hitting face here for 7.
Yep.
Let go of your cursor, Brazy. Just let
Just
go.
Do it.
He's got
14
13
seconds.
seconds. This guy hasn't
Yeah.
played a single card yet. He gets a reveal here. He gets some information. He sees the Malachite. He's going to bank the Cleanse the Earth. He's going student and doctor's assistant, and he
Yep.
will heal his steward. So if you're going to do it that way, you should have healed before you attacked with the steward, because it would have more attack. But he's threatening game, and Tango has the formidable presence here. And Brazy has one too. Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
man, this is a wash, man. Brazy has this. This draw is crazy.
And there's the guy's call, by the way. So
Yeah.
the smuggler in there is a nice inclusion by Brazy.
Yeah. No, because I mean, no matter what though, like he's gonna fix her here,
Yep.
and then he has to have presence, but
The
like
two
obviously he can't
the
see
two
that.
formidable presence is actually disgusting. Like Brazy's
Yeah.
opener here is quite possibly the most disgusting Nehemiah opener I have ever seen. Honestly, man.
This is the dream. He's
Yeah.
smiling right now. I can see the smile on his face. Man, this guy's feeling good. He's gonna. I'm saying it. He's going to the semis. This is gonna feel really good for him. And yeah, the Nehemiah coming. Oh, so there's a defender. So there's one defender. So there you go. This is good. This is what I wanted to see. Some sort of defending. Oh my God, Tane. But I do think you're gonna see formidable presence here. Trade off into these units, kill off all the defenders. Put on Tango for recognizing that he needed
Still,
one.
wait, is that still game? I think it is.
He passes one defender on.
And then it's not because of the 4. Is it off by?
He needs the formidable
No.
presence
Yeah, no.
trade.
Yeah. We need the formidable presence, but I still don't think it's enough.
No, I don't think so either. But good on Tango for that. But man, Brazy's hand is really, really good. I was worried that Tango was going to play the fixer here, but he played the Netmaya, which is something I think we both forgot that he. Oh yeah, he just played
Yeah.
defender and cycle it.
Yeah. The Nehemiah is actually the much better play that caster vision. We just unfortunately missed
Tunneled.
it. Yeah, tunneled.
Yeah. Let's see. Yep, here's a formidable presence. All right, this will kill the Nehemiah and allow his units to live, which is nice. Wait, okay, he's still trading like this. Why?
Yeah, I think that's quite bad.
I guess he just
because-
wants like everything to attack like just once
Sure.
or not. I don't know.
Well, I think it's kind of worse because it means that your steward is just
It's a 1/1, yeah.
it's a 1/1 now, right? That's kind of bad.
Yeah. But another
But-
formidable presence will be played next turn. He's
Yeah,
gonna
it's
blank the smuggler. Oh, he banks the Tane. He's like, I don't need
Yeah,
this.
it's not gonna matter. It's still gonna be game. It's
No.
like even now, it's like how does
Yeah.
Tango clear this up? If I'm Tango, I'm feeling I'm like what
Yeah, he
what just happened?
concedes. Brazy takes it. Oh man, that was a tough thing to see. I'm sure Tangle saw that. He's like, "This sucks. I didn't get to go first. Unfortunate." But yeah, Brazy makes it to the semis, and I think all 4 of us are going on. So let's swap it over.
Boys, what did you think of that? That was
That was-
the most
Morgan,
nutty
are you
opener.
That was
was
so aggro.
Yeah,
Mm.
that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Holy
That's what you
smoke.
dream of.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and but
Near
thinking
perfect
Tane,
RNG.
thinking Tane's a little bit of a weird decision there at the end. So
Yeah, a little sus. Wow. I mean, at this stage too, to handedly have 2 games to 0 is a statement.
Brazy is walking into the semis confident.
Yeah.
Definitely confident. And that's what you want to feel. You want to go into this next one. He's going to need that confidence. He's going against Kartoha, who had managed to take the win off screen against Kintsugi. So that's going to be a tough matchup. We know Kartoha to be a fierce competitor. Second during the seed round, a master player. Brazy's also a master player. So that'll be a crazy matchup to see tomorrow.
yeah,
It's
that's
gonna get
be
so spicy, man.
it'll be a nutty match for sure. What do you guys think about the decision to go into the mirror match? I know Muka, you were saying before the match that you thought he was going to stick with the workshop and run that.
Yeah. I think that was a mistake. Like, I think Tango just felt confident on, maybe he feels more confident on Earthen. I don't know. But the workshop, like, it's good against, the workshop's good against Earthen. Like, you get good trades, you can kill off anything you need with a kill switch. Like, the game gets a longer, which is what you want against an aggro deck.
Right.
And he went for the mirror. They both drew the combo, but it's like Brazy went first, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's a TCG. That's what it comes down to.
Yep.
So when Tango saw the Malachite shield, he's probably like, man, I hate everything. Like, this sucks.
For sure.
And Brazy went first in the first game as well, right?
That I'm not sure. Maybe probably. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it was
I
2
think Brazy
back-to-back.
did go first, and yeah, I guess you could argue that mattered because he got one more defender.
Right.
One more defender, so maybe.
I do
But
wonder
he did
if
lose a draw. You lose a draw going first, so maybe it went against him.
Yeah.
In that situation.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we're through our matches for the day. What do we have to look forward to? What are you guys excited about for tomorrow?
Semis, baby. I cannot wait.
Yeah.
Today's a good day. I was a little sad yesterday. 3 Exile members did not make it past 32, but we got 3 members in the top 8, and 1 is guaranteed into the semis.
Hell yeah.
That feels good. That feels really good.
That's a
I'm
strong
happy.
showing.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
makes
if
me
we're
really,
just-
really happy.
Just looking at the bracket, actually, quick update in the game for it's Josh versus DT. DT is 1 up on Josh at the moment, so
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
yeah.
I see that. Come on, Josh. I'm rooting
Holy
for you.
smokes.
So it's gonna
But,
be very
man.
interesting to see who makes it into the other semis tomorrow.
Yeah.
2 more players. It's gonna be between Josh, DT, Polo, and I believe we're still waiting on Win Condition and Ivan to play their match.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I believe that we'll get more info on like that is tomorrow. Like those
Mhm.
matches will all be cleared up
Yeah.
and stuff.
I think so.
So tomorrow, I think some matches are happening before stream, but we have all of semis and the
finals.
finals. Yeah, and
What you
finals
want?
comes with a little twist.
It's the best of
Finals comes
5,
with a little
right?
twist. The best
Oh.
of 5.
Okay.
Woo.
So
what is the deck format there, Muka?
It's still 2 decks, but you're allowed to win twice with one of the decks.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
It's a cool
So
mechanic.
You could see a repeat. Yeah. So it'll be a best of 5 into the finals, and that one will be brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be some games.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Unless we see someone just absolutely just like 3-0. That would be
Could you
like-
imagine?
Yeah. Oh,
They deserve the crown. They
Yeah,
deserve
that's
the
a
crown.
power play if that happens.
That's a power play. You know they're gonna
Absolute
go out there.
statement.
They don't have a Twitch account. They're gonna have it after that one.
Yeah. 100%.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I like
100%
that the finals are going to be best of 5 because, like we saw, your draw going first. There's all sorts of different variables that can just not fall your way sometimes, and so
Mhm.
you know the best of 5. It's untenable to run the entire tournament with that, but for the finals, it's going to be real nice, and we're going to get to really show the players' skill against each other.
For sure. Yeah, it's gonna be super exciting. So yeah, tomorrow we will have a champion, and it's gonna be awesome. I hope we can have them on for an interview, and at least
that'd be great.
through their process and their whole tournament run, right? How they felt getting going from seeding, play-ins to playoffs. So that's gonna be really fun.
Good call. Yeah, we wanted to give people enough space as players to stay focused, as you guys
Of
had
course.
mentioned too. So
Yeah, definitely.
It'll be really cool. I'm excited. I hope. Well, right now we do have a Marco, an Earthen, and an Augencore in the semis. So we'll see if Shroud makes it, and that would be really cool if we get something mixed like that, where more Paragons are into these later brackets.
Definitely. Yeah, the more variety, the better. There's all sorts of cool stuff waiting out there. I wanted Cathari to get through. I'm gonna be honest. I wanted the Lone Ranger Cathari to
know.
get through, but it was not in the cards, as they may say.
heart of the cards.
In the heart of the cards that my
Yeah.
grandfather built.
Exactly. Oh, guys. Well, it was another amazing day with the two of you guys. Thanks for making us look good.
It's been a
Does
pleasure.
that mean we were bad?
Yeah, what'd you guys think of our
No.
our flexing?
Oh.
Rye said
flexing
you guys
was
were
amazing.
bad. I think that's what he meant.
We're bad. You're good.
No. You said what you said. That's fair.
I was giving a compliment.
No, the flexing was amazing. Thank you for that. I have now something I want to clip and go back on the screen for.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
There you go.
Yeah, we're
Make 'em
coming
It's been
out
an
regret
with-
absolute blast.
There will be an
It'll be-
Ardent tournament fireman poster calendar.
There better be.
That we will be coming out with shortly after the tournament, and
People have been
that is
asking.
a promise from everyone involved.
I think Echelon in particular said they were going to fund that.
Or are we gonna see Orphan covered in spores? I don't know. I don't know if I want to see that.
spores
Dressed like Tane, probably.
Yeah,
dressed
yeah,
like
yeah.
Tane
Yeah.
with a
Yeah.
fire hose. and a shield.
Exactly. Why is he
Saving
so oiled
kittens.
up?
Yeah, you know why.
All right,
boy.
boys. It's been a pleasure as always.
guys.
Likewise, man.
We'll be back tomorrow with more action. The full team
right.
blasting at you, fire hose style. thank you guys. We're gonna take us right on out here.
Yes, we're going to look at a little bit more of the payout earnings, and then we'll check out the schedule really quickly before we get out of here. But the prize pool is pretty hefty, so
Yes.
I wanted to take a closer look at it. Now that we're in the top 16, you get to see this 1% of the payout, which was 14K Prime, I believe. So I don't know the current price of Prime in USD, but I mean, it's close to like 48 grand or something like that in USD. So everyone in the top 16 made 1% of that overall pool. Top 8 get the 5%. Then top 3 is 8% for third place, 15% for second place, and 40% Roonies for the grand champ.
It's what they call a hockey stick in the business. That is,
man, up and to the right.
First grand prize winner is going to be taking home a Lamborghini.
What do you think they buy with that? You think they go straight masterpiece?
Oh, you could buy a bunch of things. It really depends who wins. I think that Crazy could be buying a lot of desserts potentially. I think that, if
Big
Josh
dessert guy.
wins, maybe he'll get his own like autographed truck or something. There's all sorts of things you can buy with that amount of money, really.
Yeah. If it were Caveman, it would have been hair products, most likely.
Just beer.
But we'll never find out.
Fridge.
A beer fridge and some hair products. We won't find out, but maybe in the future.
Man, I want to live in that timeline.
Oh man, an alternate one. It's an alternate one. Goodness.
Cool. Well, let's look at the schedule a bit.
All right.
And see, since we know what these players are playing for, now we got to see when they're playing for it.
Yep. Look at the far right there. Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern to 8 p.m. Eastern, with your boys, me and Orphan from the Game Seller, Mukakawa, and the Exile team. All brought to you by Echelon's Ardent Arena, of course. And
do we get Unchained overnight?
I think we're still stuck here, man. I think we're stuck here until tomorrow. I'm just hoping they bring us some gruel chunks.
I really gotta pee.
You gotta go where you're sitting.
Like crazy. And
them's the breaks.
I've got a Fanta bottle and
got a bunch of empties.
I've got my PC, like my tower. Maybe I could open up the power supply compartment or something.
This is what we do for you, the viewers.
It's all for you. This is a labor of love, as one may say.
That's true. That's true. Well, dude, it's been fun, man. So we'll see all y'all tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Peace.
All right. Later, y'all.